Kind regards, masses, it's me, Highbike, and I am back with some more Hakuoki Chronicles of Wind and Blossom. Let me put some background music on, because we're doing a drinking game for this game, and those prompts are very long, so we'll need some background music for that. But, yeah, the pre-stream song was Nine Lives, slowed and reverbed by Aztec. I'm assuming the person who, or this channel that uploaded this version of the song did the slowed and reverb. So the channel is GXify? Gixofy? GXOFY. That's the channel on YouTube. But yeah, I like how chill this song is. It kind of, the synth gives me PS2 vibes, really. PS1, PS2. And the beat is nice. But yeah, and the pre-stream video, this guy posts some pretty funny stuff. Micah Daily White, or Micah White Daily. I forget the actual account name, but he's on Instagram. But I like that, you know, like he does all these skits a lot, and like I like how the guy, the police was trying to you know, have, you know, frozen in place. He's just like slowly vibrating towards the cops. I like that. But yeah, how are we doing today? Goblin and Elliot, what's up? Yeah, long time no see, Goblin, what's up? Or I mean, well, I've seen you reply in the server, but yeah. That woke you up? What the helly? Damn, which one? The video or me? Because I know I can be loud. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how my mic is adjusted. This is usually how it's adjusted, but yeah. And Elliot, thank you for subscribing. My other faithful subscriber since day one of my affiliate status. Like, again, I'll always say it, but like, I just can't believe I've been affiliate for this long, like 53 months. The time just keeps building. And it's whack, man. But yeah, how are you guys today? Me, I'm alright. Nice chill day today. So I don't usually cook sausages for breakfast, but I cooked sausage and egg for me and Kyler for breakfast, and it turned out great. Like, we got the sausages from Costco. They're like, I think it's hickory smoked with apple, and oh, it tasted great. I also cooked some pork adobo with the help of my mom, because she was showing me how to cook them. We had that for dinner, and oh, it's so good, so juicy. Oh man, good stuff. The Micah video. Oh, okay. Yeah, haha, surprise, ha! Yes, I hope you're all awake, because we're gonna be reading some Hakuoki. I'm already energized. I'm always down for some Hakuoki, especially with the drinking games, because we get a lot of prompts because there are so many prompts. So it's always a fun day when we're drinking with Hakuoki. I have the Angry Orchard green apple flavor that we got from Vegas. Like, I don't know why they don't sell these other flavors. Like, Kyler told me that there's other flavors of Angry Orchard besides the crisp apple, but they only sell the crisp apple here where I live, so I don't know. It is fire, yeah. Like, I like the tartness on this one. Angry Orchard usually has it some pretty sweet flavors, but I don't know. Didn't you mention there was also a blueberry flavor or something? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is indeed.
Yeah, and Kyler's here. He is chilling. But yeah. Alright, so if you guys want to take part in the drinking game, whether with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, I'll let you know when to drink. We will go over those prompts right now. But yeah, drink. Every time Yukimura says, huh? Every time Yukimura is useless, twice if she angsts about not being able to help more, every time we get a CG, excuse me, when any member of the Shinsengumi appears out of nowhere to save Yukimura in the nick of time, Okita casually mentions killing someone. We haven't seen Okita in forever for Saito's route. Like, damn, he's just yeeted out. And drink twice if it's Yukimura. You know, although I do feel like Okita's gonna pop up, because this is one of the few routes where we find out that Okita has tuberculosis, so I feel like maybe he'll pop up somewhere, but we'll see. Drink when someone completely fails to be fooled by Yukimura's cross-dressing. Someone mentions seppuku. Twice if they're actually expressing the intention to commit seppuku. When Yukimura cries. Twice if it happens when someone else is obviously holding back tears. Saito or Yamazaki turns out to have been lurking on the scene in the shadows. Anyone calls a previously on the scene lurker out of the shadows because they could tell all along that a person was there. Yukimura serves tea. Yukimura sweeps, like, with a broom, not because she never fights. She rarely fights, and if she does, it could barely be called a fight. Like, man, I just want to see Yukimura actually hold off on her own, man. Drink when Hijikata and Kazuma face off, Saito and Amagiri face off, Harada and Shiranui face off, drink a whole bunch when the three above occur at the same time. When someone points out that not having to protect Yukimura would leave the Shinsengumi better off, but the Shinsengumi or any individual member thereof insists on continuing to do so anyway. Someone has an episode of Fury Bloodlust. Kazuma calls any member of the Shinsengumi insects or dogs of the shogunate. Kazuma talks about the Furies being fakes. Okita coughs. Okita says, I can still fight, or something like that. Hijikata says any form of that's in order. Harada talks about how it's a man's duty to protect women and or children. Saito delivers a soliloquy about swords. Heisuke inks about being a monster. Someone drinks Yukimura's blood. Amagiri interrupts and stops a fight. You hear the phrase, warrior spirit or Bushi no Tamashi. Someone tells Yukimura any form of I leave, insert whoever's route it is to you. Hijikata says, Nandato, or what the hell. Every time someone says seriously, sheesh, don't worry, for real, calm down, omong, white, or thank you so much. Every time I make a wrong choice and have to go back. Every time a character dies. Every time anyone's loud. 2 drinks if it's Nagakura. Every time alcohol is involved. Every time Kazuma insists Yukimura should be his waifu. Every time Okita simps for Kondo, every time the date is announced, and for every grammar or spelling error. So, I don't think anyone at this point will have any prompts to add to all, like, this whole list, but, you know, if you ever do have any ideas, please let me know, and I'll consider adding it to the list. But yeah, now it is time for some gaming. Let's get to it. Some light novel reading. But, yeah. And let me adjust that, stop the other music here. Also, let me switch my drinking game prompts over to the other screen because I'm definitely going to need some reference. Alright, yeah, we're good to go now. Alright, so let us begin. Oh, no updates. Wow, you're right, it's a whole lot. But here we are. So, to recap, all I remember was, you know, Saito is overworking himself, you know, being a Fury, and he's staying up day and night, not getting rest. The Shinsengumi is practically falling apart because Harada and Shinpachi left. Or Nagakura, whatever. I kind of switch between everyone's first and last names, it kind of depends. You're surprised you actually caught the marriage arc in real time, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed the ceremony. I'm really happy that they live streamed it. I do also have, the recorded video has been sent to us, and I posted it in a thread in Highbiker Hell, if anyone wants to see that. But yeah, no, it was a really cool marriage ceremony. Like the Grim Reaper minister, excellent acting, and the venue was really cool. The photo ops afterward were pretty cool too. We're gonna get the photos sometime maybe within this week or next week. But yeah, we're really looking forward to getting those pictures because it was fun. Like the photographer was dressed like Ghostface, and just had all these different poses for us, and they had like various locations to take pictures. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they turned out. It is funny because my lipstick did smudge, and it smudged onto Kyler where it looked like he was wearing lipstick himself. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. You were actually looking forward to the live stream the entire week? Really? Yeah, well, I'm glad. Yeah, I know, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be great, and it was great. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you got to witness it live. Yeah, like we only had my cousin Chris as the witness because she lives there in Vegas, so it's like, we'll make this convenient for everyone, and like we want a formal ceremony, not anytime soon. Definitely not within next year, but you know it'll be sometime out, and that's when we'll start inviting more people. Once you saw the setting, you were like, yeah, this is definitely the right one. Yeah, right. Yeah, and it's cool. They have different packages because I forgot to mention this yesterday, but when we got there, there was like loud music and dancing and stuff. Like you could tell that the minister was Elvis because you know, of course, like Elvis would be one of the ministers because it's Vegas. But they have other packages like like wedding packages. Like you could have, I think you could have like pirate themes, or they have a Rocky Horror Picture Show theme. But yeah, we wanted our goth wedding, so the Grim Reaper fit. But yeah, it was very cool. But yes, last time on Hakuoki. Oh wait, yeah, no, I did what I remember from the recap. That's all I remember. But we'll go and see. Oh yeah, they should have a Star Wars theme. I think they have Star Trek also. Or maybe just a general alien one. Like going through all the packages, just kind of looking at what they had, it was like, wow, they got a lot. Until you rest. I'm afraid that the moment I leave your room, you're going to get right back up and continue working. Yeah, you better. Yeah, go to sleep, Saito. That's right, now I remember, we were telling him to go to sleep. Let me double check on the sound. I'm sorry, I'm simply worried about you. Oh, let me adjust my face cam here. Blocking the text a little bit. There we go. There we go. Have it adjusted like that. I'm sorry. I'm simply worried about you. You said more than just sigh. Saito seemed at an utter loss, shoulders slumped dejectedly. But I thought I detected the faintest trace of a bemused smile on his lips. Saito sat atop the futon and pulled the cover over himself. Oh. As I watched him, something came to mind. Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of something. Bring that up all the way. It was a dream I had. Girl, that was not a dream. I think I know what she's talking about. A few years ago, I was bedridden with an awful cold, but I dreamed you were there, holding my hand. Yeah, that was not a dream. Is something wrong, Saito? Your face is red. Well, hold on. The game sounds a little robotic on my end. I don't know if that's because I'm wearing my headphones right now. Let me see. Let me try this. No? Let me try this. Yeah, let me guys know how the sound is. Wait, what? Don't tell me. Saito's eyes darted away. Audio's fine? Alright, cool, just double checking. Huh. I don't know, it sounds weird on my end. Yes, I know that. I just wanted to say, I'm glad it wasn't just a dream. You have no idea how much it meant when you held my hand that night, Saito. Oh, he's getting all blushy. Saito's body shrunk under the covers, as if he was feeling awkward about something. Saito? May I hold your hand? I'm not trying to treat you like a child, but when you held my hand back then, I felt so at peace. I was hoping I could return the favor and make you feel some sense of calm as well. Do you not want to? Saito looked my way intently, as if he were trying to tell what I was thinking. He looked away awkwardly as he held his hand out towards me. I smiled, grasping his hand gently just as he did mine on that distant, wintry night. Having the two of us here together really brings back the memories, doesn't it? Well, maybe not exactly. I suppose you and I have swapped places.
そうだな。
How the tables have turned. He clasped onto my hand in return, but he seemed distracted, as if he were gazing at something far off in the distance.
あの時は新八もサンもいた。
Gaze! Gaze!
少女は肺を病んではいたが、起き上がれんほどではなかった。源さんも山崎も元気だった。平助も俺も羅刹に
before
は
all
な
the
っていな
character
かった。
deaths. I remember. Memories of Kyoto came flooding back to me, leaving a bittersweet taste in my mouth. Back then, there were still plenty of challenges that everyone faced, but even so, we faced them together. But now...
あんただけは変わらんな。
Really? Me? What?
あの時も今も変わらず俺の後ろをついてきて、
Loyal.
何かあるとすぐに俺の名を呼ぶ。それだけは昔も今も変わらん。
Come to think of it, you're right. Thinking about all the time we had spent with each other made me smile.
だがそれもいつまでなのかはわからんな。あんたは最後まで我々に付き合う義理などあるまい。
No. I will always remain by everyone's side. I no longer have nowhere else to call home. With Father becoming an agent of the demons, there really was nowhere else I could go. I had no other relatives either. So, here was where I belonged. No, he's not supposed to sound robotic. Okay, so it's not just me. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Like, there was one time when I was streaming Persona 2 and the audio was like robotic for some reason, but I couldn't really figure out what the cause of that was. What I'm gonna do... Hello. Hi. What? Oh, you're funny. The Kyler's up behind me. Ah! Whoa, hey. Whoa, okay, alright. Robot Saito isn't really, can't hurt you. Robot Saito. Yeah, let me see what happens if I try to close 4K capture. But what's up, Jacob? How we doing today? We are doing a drinking game stream, so if you'd like to take part with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, I'll let you know when to drink. Oh, Kyler's funny. Let's see, Saito scanned me inquisitively for a moment. Then, after a long pause, he opened his mouth.
他に行き場所がない。
Now it still sounds robotic.
俺に似ているな。
I don't know what's causing that. Man, I really need to get new speakers for my my computer because the ones I had been using broke, so I've been using a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker. Maybe he's like the end, and I waited long enough, which made him turn into a robot. No, Saito. Damn. It's a black screen. Oh, because I reset 4K. Okay, you're not missing out on much. Like, I'm really just reading off text. Yeah, my bad. There, that should fix it. But I'm not sure what's wrong with the audio. Is the robo audio really is it really bothering you guys? Because I can try and switch to the speaker. Or let me see something. Sound mixer. The output is still my headphones. It sounds scuffed. Okay, hold on a minute. You don't mind because this is the first time you're witnessing any of this? Okay. Yeah, okay, all of my audio is sounding scuffed. Let's see. Hey, are you gonna keep playing Hunt?
I was about to start playing it.
Okay.
Do you need help with that?
Yeah, so for some reason my audio is sounding all robotic. I don't know what's causing it.
Give me headphones for a second.
Okay. Yeah, the music's also scuffed. Yeah. Did it sound like that for pre-stream?
Alright, go ahead and play it.
See, it sounds robotic. I'll show you the game too.
Here.
Cause hold on. What's the log? Cause his audio sounds robotic too.
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything. What? Properties. Oh, that's because I switched it to default. Hold on. The pre-stream music sounded perfectly fine. Just this that's wacky. That's so weird.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
Get that to start.
Oh, sorry, I muted it.
他に行き場所が
Oh, hop it.
Okay, alright. Good thing I got Kyler. He is
Let's see.
good at this stuff.
Oh, Jesus, your mouse is so fast, man. I'm slow, okay?
Okay, no, I don't know. Like the slowest setting it's got is kind of slow. Damn, we didn't even get any drinking game prompts either.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Let me change this over here. I don't like how this screen is.
I don't either.
Okay. I think.
Does it sound the same?
Hold on. Which plays the audio again?
A. Yeah.
It's not playing the audio.
Did I mute it again?
Check and see if you muted it again.
Let me also check that. Okay, headphones are on. Oh my god, this is slow. Sound mixer.
Oh, I see what you did.
What'd I do?
You switched to sound mixer. It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I mean it's on.
Okay.
Kyler, why can't the frog find his car? Oh no.
Question. Why can't the frog find his car?
Because it was towed. Yeah.
That didn't work either.
Hmm.
Hold on. That's wrong too. Is it charged? Hold on 1 second. This is connected via Bluetooth, right?
Yeah.
So 63%.
Huh. Please clap. No. Hmm. A round of applause. No. Sound better?
Check that out. Tell me.
Check this out. Oh, oh, that does sound better. Hold on. Yeah, okay. And you guys can hear that too, right? Thank you, Kyler.
You have a bad connection.
I did.
Next time that happens, disconnect your connection.
Okay, noted. At least someone recognizes your comedic genius. Yeah. Okay, let me just check one more time.
他に行き場所がない
So the problem was the connection to my my headphones was weird. You know, I'm using headphones now, so Kyler can really lock in for Hunt. He's gonna play that soon. But yeah, that was the issue. But now we are back to normal. Yay! All right. Oh, I'm glad that was fixed. Now I know. Okay. Cause I remember there was that one Persona 2 stream and same problem. But okay, now I've got more knowledge under my belt.
How come you didn't ask me last time you did?
I don't think you were here. No, you were here. I just, I don't know.
If I'm not here, you can always text me.
That's true.
No
Okay.
worries. Next time.
Yeah. His words weren't necessarily directed at me, but rather he was murmuring under his breath. A handful of days had passed since we moved to the Nagaoka mansion in Nagarayama. All of the men stationed here were supposedly participating in a training exercise today. I didn't know what exactly the exercise entailed, but from what I could gather, it was a drill to practice using some of the new Western artillery and battle techniques. The face cam is it's that one picture of that Chad guy, but he has Joseph Joestar's scarf. Cause hold on, I think I closed the meme. Let me see if I can dig it out actually. There it is. Here, I'll show you guys. Ah. Oh, let me shrink them back down too so you can see the original meme. Cause I remember, like, I don't know, I was like, let me use working hard or hardly working, and I remember Joseph Joestar said that. I don't remember if that was in the manga or if it was Eyes of Heaven or something. Nice, very nice, Shiza-chan. No, but yeah, typical Bloody Stream fan, and then common Crazy My Beat enjoyer. Crazy My Beat is one of the character songs, and it's usually with character songs they have the voice actors sing, which I wish they would have done, but they had like it was a bunch of songs where like Tommy, Koda, and I'm so sorry, I'm blanking the name, but whoever sings Stand Proud, like they would sing like songs based on the JoJo characters, like from Phantom Blood up to Stardust Crusaders. So I thought that was pretty nice. I don't know why they haven't done anything like that recently. I would like to see more character songs, but it is what it is. From what I could gather, it was a drill to practice using some of the new techniques, or some of the new Western artillery and battle techniques. Since we had arrived here, however, I noticed that Kondo had been slipping deeper and deeper into a depressive malaise. Oof. Sannan too was nowhere to be seen, even at night. Uh-oh, that sussy baka. He's up to no good. Excuse me. I was certain that everyone was putting their all into preparing to fight the Sacho, but... Hey, Sinessus, what's up? How are we doing today? We are doing a drinking game stream, so if you'd like to take part with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, I'll let you know when to drink. Japan? Adopting Western military tech? Oh, preposterous, I know. Oh, disgraceful. Sacho cheese. I like being able to, that's nacho cheese. I don't know, every now and then. Would you like some tea, Saito? Oh, okay, she's about to serve some tea. Our first drink, finally. What? I already brought him some. Now I need her to serve it, like, right there during the scene. Damn it. I don't want you to keep working so much. If you sprinkle in some breaks from time to time, you'll be able to work more efficiently. There we go, I quietly placed a cup of tea onto his drink. Finally, I'm like, where's my drink? Man, this stuff is good. Even if the Shinsengumi and the entire Tokugawa shogunate kinda sucked. Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Saito glanced at the cup from the corner of his eye, and he spoke quietly. Well, earlier when I saw him, it seemed like he was reading a book. His answer was curt, and Saito's line of sight dropped to the floor, staring sternly at nothing. Perhaps Kondo's declining mood was becoming a distraction for Saito as well. Oh, there we go, hot drink. Don't really see any side as any better than the other, it's just like any other power struggle. No, that is true. What? I gasped audibly. I had heard that Saito had previously acted behind the scenes performing espionage missions before, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold up. Chowder doesn't sound so good.
I can kill Agatha.
Oh, shit.
Good drop the tree. Drop the your legs.
Okay, Chowder sounded like he was about to barf.
So they will be coming this way. I'm gonna trap.
But he didn't barf, but I just sent him outside. I had heard that Saito had previously acted behind the scenes performing espionage missions before, but you fought Nagakura. You mean it wasn't a training or sparring match, but rather a fight to the death?
その通りだ。
Dang.
少なくとも新八はあの時俺を殺すつもりで切りかかってき
I
た。
expected them to come this way.
そして俺は新
I
八を
hope
死
he's
なせ
okay
た。
too.
They could go
新
down.
選組を近藤さんや土方さんのものとするためかの者と立ち会った。
Yeah, I don't know what he's eating.
They're still fighting over
新選組こそ
Because we're just
本
serving
物
him
の
the same
武士
food
の
as
拠り所
usual.
だと思っている。
Although when we went to Vegas, my parents looked after him, and my mom did give him some chicken bones, so I don't know if that's affecting him. This wasn't my first time hearing of how strong Saito's resolve was, but hearing him tell this story now, I picked up that there was something different about it. So, do you still feel the same way about the Shinsengumi as you did back then? Saito's resolve to stand by his principles was so strong it led him to fight Shinpachi head-on. Did this fire still burn as brightly in his heart now as it did all those years ago?
俺は今もあの頃のままだと思っているが、
But you're not. You're a vampire now. Or, I
時
mean,
を
a
経て
fury.
も変わらぬもの
Well, there's some
な
guys
の
over here.
はないのかもしれない。
Wanna try and see if we can get them? I think they're fighting a team
Perhaps.
over in the corner.
Saito had the sense that he and his fellow warriors would end up on different paths. I wouldn't say overstimulated, actually. Cause like, no, I just got like the same buzz I usually get. Cause I didn't drink like too much. It was just the average like 1 to 2 drinks per day.
They're still fighting.
Yeah, there is like a lot of the flashing lights. I'm kind of used to it because I go to Vegas pretty much every year since I have family there. But yeah, it's always fun having the slot machines, and we did try you know, the cards in person. Thankfully, like the dealer was very nice to explain to us how it worked, and it was just me and Kyler.
Wanna catch it all?
But it's different than we expected because like you do pay a little more, and I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it, but I think I'll stick to my video slots and video poker and video blackjack. I forgot to mention too, but like they also have they had AI dealers. It's like they had like a blackjack section or a crap section, where it's like you have like a video dealer. But I did try that. That was fun. But yeah, stimulation. Exactly. Whenever you arrive to the Vegas airport, you literally can't think straight because everything's telling you to go to Cirque du Soleil. You know, I actually haven't seen... Well, we stayed away from the strip because that's a lot of people, and you know, just me and him. Usually, when I go to Vegas, I'm with my parents, and my dad takes care of the driving. But yeah, no, we just we stayed downtown at the Sahara, and we also went to like Chinatown and the town square area. I have seen a Cirque du Soleil performance once as well. That was when I was younger. It was interesting though, but yeah, no. I mean, the thing about the Sahara, it's literally like right at the edge of the strip, so we could have technically gone to Circus Circus or Fontainebleau. That's what was nearby, but yeah, just staying away from the strip because yeah, there's a lot more you can do in Vegas than just the strip. So yeah. Last time you were there, it was literally only there for a concert, so it wasn't even close to the strip. Oh, thankfully it wasn't on the strip too, yeah. Yeah, man. There can be good shows over there. I've never been to a show in Vegas though. Maybe someday. Or, I mean, a concert, like strictly a concert, not one of those, the shows that they have like in the strip or whatever. because I've gone to some of those, but you know, like a rock concert or something, I would like to go sometime. Saito had the sense that he and his fellow warriors would end up on different paths, just like Nagakura and Harada's had diverged not so long ago. Saito was searching within himself for an answer as to whether or not he was strong enough to face that time when it came. It was in Mandalay Bay because that's the only good resort in your opinion. Okay. I haven't been to Mandalay Bay in a long time, but I do remember going to the aquarium section that they had. That was really cool. I think we went in the pool there too. That was pretty cool. But yeah. My favorite place on the strip to go to is the Bellagio because they have good gelato there, and also the flower garden section that they have, they change the decorations every year. But yeah, no, there's quite a bit to do there on the strip. What's your answer, Saito?
There's people that way?
You know what, I guess technically, like, we tried to go to Fremont Street, but there wasn't really, like... It's hard to find free parking in Vegas, and it's like, the hotels in that area, it's like, free parking with validation. It's like, there's like $10 parking or whatever. There was a spot that my uncle found where it was like, you know, it was free, no one checked up on you, but I can't remember where it was, but... We tried to look for it, but we kind of gave up because it was the night before the wedding and we wanted to be well rested, so we were like, let's just go. But the lights at Fremont Street is just, oh my gosh, yeah, they're so bright. It's just like, whoa, that's amazing. But yeah, maybe another time. Yes, even if Kondo or Hijikata ordered you to. As a captain of the Shinsengumi, is there anything you would not concede no matter what?
そんなものはない近藤さんや土方さんの命令がすなわち俺の意志だ
Are you sure? Pretty sure.
今までずっとそうしてきたのだからな
Oh man, I can't wait for the new Invincible season. It can't come any sooner. I was a little frustrated by his answer, but it was clear there was no point in continuing this conversation, so I stayed quiet. There is only the mission. Yes. Just then...
斉藤さんいらっしゃいますか
どうした
ここは敵に囲まれています今すぐ逃げる支度をしてください
We're getting some action.
何者だ
Who could it be now?
どこの班のものかは分かりませんが
Is it the demons?
この敷地に入り込もうとした敵兵がいたので狙撃したところ何事もなかったかのように起き上がった
Yep, it's definitely them. Yep. Saito's expression darkened.
おそらくは
すぐにここにいる大使を全員集めてくれ非常事態だ
はい
Men were racing frantically throughout the compound, and after a frenzied moment, all of the men staying in the Nagaoka mansion were gathered in the common room.
これは一体どういうことなんだ我々はついこの間ここに来たばかりだというのにいくらなんでも嗅ぎつけられるのが早すぎる
Yeah, there seems to be an imposter among us. It seemed as though even Hijikata of all people was caught off guard by this predicament. Say, does anyone know where Sanan or Heisuke are? I don't see them around here.
それが
もしやまだ新女か
I don't know. They're kinda sus. But Heisuke? I don't know. As Saito wondered aloud, Shimada glanced at him before offering up his hesitant answer.
いえ実はどこを探
Oh,
しても
shit.
三男さんと東郷君の姿が見当たりませんねこの時間ならまだ寝てらっしゃると思ったんですが布団はもぬけの殻で
Shimada's revelation was followed by a nervous pause in the room, and everyone stared at one another. Both Hijikata and Saito were doubly perplexed. Perhaps they were all thinking the same thing. It was Kondo, however, who voiced his concern.
内通者か。
No, that couldn't be. It seemed like everyone here felt the same way I did. However, given our circumstances, there weren't many other plausible explanations.
これだけ多くの脱退者や離反者を出してしまったのは他の誰でもない俺の責任だ。
Kondo's voice hovered above a faint murmur. Then he suddenly straightened his posture and spoke up.
ここは俺が引き受けよう。俺が時間を稼いでるうちにできるだけ遠くへ逃げてくれ。
I think this is where they capture him. Hijikata's eyes shot open in bewilderment.
どうさん、あんた。
He gazed intently into Kondo's eyes, searching for any sign of what Kondo was planning. Instead of speaking, Kondo flashed him a calm smile, a look I had never seen before. That was all Hijikata needed to understand what Kondo was trying to do. Hijikata bit his lip in silence and looked at the floor. After a little while, he glanced up once more.
斉藤、お前は雪村と大使たちを連れて先に会津へ行っててくれ。この家の裏口からなら敵に見つからずに出られるはずだ。
However, Saito, who normally would have bowed curtly to Hijikata's order and followed it without delay, did not budge.
副長、お言葉ですが、お二人だけでこの場を切り抜けられるとは到底思えません。ここにいる全員で戦った方がまだ生き残る見込みはあるかと。俺はここに残ります。
俺も残ります。お二人を残して自分だけ逃げるわけにはいきません。
お前ら言ってくれるじゃねえか。俺と近藤さんだけじゃまともに敵と戦うことすらできねえってことか。
Hijikata's tone was lighthearted, but Saito's eyes were unwavering as he continued to stare at him. If I were to guess, hearing Hijikata's choice of words and tone of voice, Saito sensed that something was different this time. Eventually, though, Hijikata's eyes glimmered with a kind light. You really gotta get to sleep, so catch me whenever you can again. Yeah, I got to start earlier. I don't know. Daylight savings time has kind of thrown me off because I thought it was later than it actually is. But yeah, no, it was cool catching up with you. But yeah, hope you have a lovely rest of your night and get a good night's rest. And we'll catch you later. See ya.
お前の言う通り、全員ここに残って戦うってのは生き残るための手では。
Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it.
俺たちが皆信じ
Barely even noticed DST. Yeah, right? Then I realized, cause like, we've been getting like power outages here, and it happens, we can tell cause like, the oven, the time on the oven would be different or whatever. I mean, well, okay. What? We do, yeah, and it was funny because we got a text message while we were in Vegas and it's like, oh. No, but actually we fixed it, but then I realized, I looked at the clock, it said 5:14, but when I came back to the computer room, it said 4:14, and I'm like, wait a minute, something wrong? And then I realized, daylight savings time. And this was on Sunday, but yeah. Oh yes, but ciao, Goblin Man. Catch you later.
Going to work. It's 7:30, and I looked and I was
In your
like,
car.
no, I can't be an hour late. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, I'll check my phone. Motherfucker.
Yeah, I still need to change the time in my car. Something Ada long. Yes, exactly. Hijikata's words seemed to strike a nerve with Saito, whose eyes suddenly widened.
このままここで犬死にしたら、俺たちは官軍に逆らった希代の悪党集団のままで終わっちまうぜ。元百姓やら浪人の寄せ集めで乱暴者で、幕府や会津藩の命令のままに人を切ってた俺たちではあるが、 そんな俺たちにだって言い分はあるだ。
Oh, excuse me.
生き残ってそれを伝えられんのは
Very tired.
斎藤、お前しかいねえんだ。
Saito listened intently to Hijikata's words. He looked deep into Hijikata's eyes, searching, confirming that Hijikata's wishes were set in stone. After a moment of quiet deliberation, Saito stood tall.
わかりました。お二人にはまたお会いできると信じています。
Yeah, everything's gonna be just fine. Each word came slowly but confidently from Saito. To that, Hijikata gave a wry grin.
すぐに追いつくから待っててくれ。
Within Hijikata's words, too, was a self-assured force. Those of us asked to evacuate were careful not to make too much noise as we opened the back door. Then we were met with a brilliant ray of light.
World. Are you bringing a world card?
Saito grimaced and instinctively threw his hand over his face.
You're
Are you
bringing one?
alright, Saito?
問題ない。
That's alright. That's alright.
今は脱出が優先だ。
Is it gonna happen? Is he gonna get bloodlust?
I'll bring a
Saito
power card.
stalked
How's that?
carefully through the shadows to evade detection, and he soundlessly led us to a corridor where we could exit. All of a sudden, Shimada stopped in his tracks as something caught his attention. What's the matter, Shimada?
いや、あそこにいるのはまさか。
I'm ready.
Shimada's eyes shot open with fear as he gestured towards the front gate of the Nagaoka mansion. The person standing at the gate was none other than... Is it Ballfather? Oh, it's Sanan. Sanan, who was speaking with soldiers in Western uniforms. However, their conversation was relaxed. It didn't seem like he was threatened at all.
奴らが持っていた銃、殺鳥銃を使っていたのと同じものだ。
So they're a part of the Imperial Army? But why would Sanan be with them?
ここからで何を話してい
Oh,
るの
this
か。
this music sounds a little different.
もう少し近づくぞ。
I don't remember this. Both Shimada and I nodded, and we sneaked carefully towards the front gate.
さあ、こちらです。銃を持った大使たちは教練に出かけていますか。
Fucking Sanan.
今なら難なく新選組幹部の首を取ることが
Oh,
で
I
きるは
love
ず
these
で
wheat
す。
thins. Tomato and bacon. Oh, you want me to help? Okay. Thanks. Almost dropped it.
聞いたか、ほとんどの大使は出払ってしまっているそうだ。
Yeah, fucking Sanan. Sanan's cringe.
今のうちに幹部連中を捕まえろ。はい。
With their mark, all of the armed Imperial riflemen stormed the compound. I felt like my blood had turned to ice in my veins. What could all of this mean? How were our sworn enemies able to locate the Shinsengumi and plan a strike? Yukimura, the answer's right there, you fucking idiot. Wow. And those men. They spoke with Sanan as if they were familiar allies in casual discussion.
局長が予想した通りだったか。
He's the sussy Amomus. And that must mean... Was Sanan really the one who leaked information of our whereabouts to the enemy? Come on, Yukimura, no one should be surprised about this. Both Kondo and Hijikata, who were still inside the compound, were completely unaware of this. What should I tell Saito? Let me set the weapons down. Let me save. See what we get. Hey Chuck, what's up? How we doing today? Long day going to so many places. Oh, where are these so many places? Do you want to go back inside? I feel like he wants to go back. There was no way I could abandon Kondo and Hijikata. Saito, let's go back inside and warn Kondo and Hijikata.
さっき局長や副長がおっしゃっていたことを聞いてい
Oh,
な
okay, actually, yeah, this is probably wrong, huh? No, I was, but... You said the guns that those soldiers were wielding were the same kind of advanced rifles used against us in the Battle of Toba Fushimi, right? If that troop attacks both of them with those kinds of rifles, then they don't stand a chance, and... yeah, okay, I'll go back. That's the wrong answer. I don't know, I was thinking maybe he would change his mind and be a hero. But no, following the orders. So I'll drink for the wrong answer. You went to the Citadel Mall for some shopping and then for dinner ate Vietnamese vegetarian food. Oh, okay. That sounds like a fun day. Saito, we should head to Aizu. I wanted so badly to return inside the Nagaoka mansion and warn Kondo and Hijikata. We can't let Kondo and Hijikata's sacrifice go to waste. Saito stared at the ground, burying his teeth into his lip. But eventually...
会津に向かう
Saito declared as if he'd come to terms with his own regret. Then, Saito turned to stare into my eyes.
あんたは俺の本分を思い出させてくれた
Yeah, there we go. Stick with the duty. Yeah. After offering his curt words of appreciation, Saito immediately turned around and began to march away.
大丈夫ですよ
Is it clear?
あのお二人がそう簡単に死ぬはずがありません
They're trapped.
すぐに我々に追いついてくださるに決まってます
I have
先に行って
the tower,
待っていましょう
and then I'll tower it.
And so, we set out for Aizu. Got a cool blue New Era LA snapback hat. You'll wear it every time you go out now. Nice, nice. That day was the longest and most anxiety-inducing day I had ever experienced in my life. Time seemed to crawl, and whenever I found myself alone, it was impossible to keep myself from imagining the worst-case scenario. I had to tell myself, everything will be fine. Kondo and Hijikata wouldn't die.
No.
Definitely not. They would reunite with us soon. I repeated this sentiment in my head over and over, trying to keep the dread at bay, as we patiently awaited their return. After what felt like an eternity.
すまねえな。追いつ
Oh,
くのが
there's
遅くなっ
Heisuke.
ちま
What
った
happened?
まさかこんな形で豚書を離れることになるとは思わなかったよな。
Where were you? Hijikata. Excuse me, Heisuke. I felt warm tears slide down my cheeks. Oh, yeah, alright,
I've
that's
been
a...
waiting for this.
Yes. I know, yes. Finally, another drink, and also... Because Yukimoto's crying, and also, Heisuke's finally here.
Why do you put it?
I was so glad to see them.
Why do you put it at the end?
Hijikata and Heisuke were both safe and sound.
お二人ともよくご無事で
Shimada too seemed flushed with emotion, and he nodded repeatedly as he spoke in relief. But Heisuke, where have you been this whole time?
三男さんが昼間どこかへ出かけようとしてるのを見かけてさ。
Okay, yeah, well, of course he wouldn't join someone.
後をつけたんだけど。
Kondo finna go through his canon event.
豚書に戻ろうとした時、
Excuse me.
土方さんを見かけ
Put
たんだ。
it over here. That way, they're spread out.
Hijikata sighed.
まさか三男さんが近藤さんを売るとは
There's
思わなかっ
normal ammo upstairs if you need it.
Man, what are you guys talking about? He's been sus as fuck.
た。あの人は薩長の安い策に乗せられるような人じゃなかったんだが。
This should be.
My mind raced back to that scene. Seeing how Sanan was behaving back then, I could imagine what had happened to him. Hijikata muttered beneath his breath, gaze absent and far off.
せいだよ
They can't get in through that window.
な。あの人が血を飲むために辻切りを繰り返してるってことに気づいて
Yes,
た。
they can.
何もしてやれ
You
なか
let
っ
him
た。
loose.
土方さんだけのせいじゃねえって。俺だって三男さんを止められなかったのは同じだよ。こうなっちまう前になんかできることがあったはずなのに。
Heisuke mumbled, eyes red with tears. Alright, that's 2 drinks because he is holding back tears. Or, I mean, he's crying, so.
三男さん、
trap that.
落ち水を飲んだきっかけは怪我で剣が握れなくなって、それでもまだ新選組のみんなの役に立ちてって思って、羅刹になる前はたとえ刀を握れなくても武士だったはずなの。
Can't believe the guy murdering innocent people would betray us, right? Who would have thought? Totally unexpected. Grief filled the air. If we had been able to stop Sannan in the past, then maybe none of this would have happened. Bro. It felt as though all of us were cycling through our regrets in this moment. Saito had been silent this whole time. He suddenly spoke up.
副長、局長は一
Oh
体
yeah,
どちら？
he's pointing it out now. It was a question that none of us were going to ask. Hijikata bit into his lip, choosing his words carefully, but it seemed that saying it out loud was terribly difficult. Hijikata let out a heavy sigh, and his voice quivered as he finally answered Saito's question.
近藤さんは敵に捕まっちまった。俺を逃がすためにな。
Hearing one piece of bad news after the other put all of us into stunned silence. There is a lot of lip biting today, huh? Back when Kondo and the Shinsengumi were in Kyoto, they'd spent much time rounding up imperialist warriors. This caused the imperialist faction to hold a deep-seated grudge against them all. Those same people now had custody of Kondo. What would become of him? The thought of it made my chest tighten. But Hijikata turned his gaze to the clouds above, burning with determination.
殺されるって決まったわけじゃねえ。俺たちにできることはまだあるはずだ。黙って殺されるなんて性分じゃねえからな。往生際の悪さだけは自信があるんだ。俺にできることなら何でもやるつもりだぜ。
I have the nitro in the uppercut.
Hijikata lowered his gaze to look at Saito.
サイト、俺の代わりに
They're
大使
going to
連
take
中
the
を合
head
図
of
ま
the
で
head
連
of
れ
the
てってきてくれ。
Shinsengumi. That is
です
true
が
though.
副長は
土方さんのことなら心配すんなよ。俺がしっかり守るつもりだからさ。
Oh, he's his bodyguard now. Heisuke pounded his fist to his chest, and his voice beamed with pride. I was unsure if that would be enough to satisfy Saito's concern, but
わかりました。では我々は一足先に会津へ向かうことにします。
信頼してるぜ、サイト。
Somebody's over that way.
midnight was approaching. Long after the others had fallen asleep, I found myself tossing and turning. Giving up on sleep, I gazed up at the glow of constellations above, hoping that the night would pass soon. Just then, I heard a rustling sound. Someone seemed to have woken up. It's Saito! I feigned being asleep, soundlessly turning to lie on my side to see who it was. Yeah, of course it was Saito. It's close to midnight. He was leaving our campsite, being careful not to be heard. Excuse me. Where could he be going? A place where he could think, alone with the stars?
Yeah, I was looking through it, but I
His
couldn't
face
see it.
as he left was so
I think
forlorn.
they're pushing away,
Excuse
so
me.
this team can
Concerned,
push.
I followed after him. I found Saito alone just as he was back in Kofu, eyes fixed on the sky curving above, stars so close they looked to be raining down. Saito. I called out to him, and he waited a second before turning to look over his shoulder.
一人で出歩くなと何度も言わなかったか。
But you're here, so I'm not alone. His tone had no bite to it. Perhaps the events of the day were still looming like a shadow over his heart. Yes, I had a feeling you'd say that. May I stay beside you? Saito didn't answer. Instead, he continued to stare at the sky. For Saito, silence didn't mean rejection. Ooh, we got a CG. Oh, I'll drink now. I'm sure it's gonna zoom out. There's no way they're gonna cut Saito off like that. I stepped onto the grass, watching my steps through the darkness to stand beside Saito. The only sounds around us were the chirp of insects humming in our ear, scattered throughout the forest. There.
Probably not pushing because they heard that you guys have all
道を
the
誤ったのはいつなのだろう
I think they're gonna show the whole thing, but just in case, we need to look at just Saito and a little bit of Yukimura here. Her mouth is like not there. Saito's voice just barely hovered above a murmur, almost lost in the darkness of the forest. Yeah, there we go. Wrong? I don't think we heard this song either. Like, I don't recognize it. All this new music, I'm not recognizing it.
平助が言っていた三男さんはどこかで道を誤ったとそれは一体いつなのだろうと考えていた
It seemed Saito was speaking to himself rather than asking me what I had thought about the situation.
平助も言っていた通り以前のあの人は間違いなく武士だったそうではなくなったのはいつなのだろう
Well, I didn't know the answer. And honestly, I questioned whether or not one existed in the first place. But Saito had been mulling over the question, as sincere and straightforward as he always was. I did my best to offer my perspective. I think the only one who could answer that question and admit to any wrongdoing would be Sannan himself. And maybe it wasn't just one moment of weakness or an isolated incident. Perhaps without realizing it, this was the result of many little mistakes that Sannan made in his search for purpose throughout all of this chaos. Maybe at some point, while making all of these mistakes, he realized he'd gone too far to turn back. Saito watched me intently, listening to my answer without speaking. Eventually, his eyes fell to
He's
the
up
ground.
here.
俺もいずれはああなってしまうという
No. No. What do you mean?
地に来る
There's
正
a,
気を
there's a
なく
guy
し
up here.
長年共に戦った仲間を裏切ることに両親の呵責すら覚えなく
There's a guy up there.
正しいと信じ続けていたものをなくし信じていた自分をも忘れてしま
Yeah, there was a lantern up there with nitro.
うその日がいつか来る
I didn't know you could get up there. What the heck?
All of the pain Saito was feeling came into clear focus. Sannan, our friend whom we saw that day, might have been to Saito, who had also become a Fury, a glimpse into his own future.
You can get in through this.
I don't think you'd
This
end
is
up
the way
like
in.
that.
I didn't think you could.
Just
commit,
because the
but
two of you
can't.
drank the water of life does not mean that you are destined to experience the same
Yeah.
fate as him.
He was hiding up there, just popping out.
It's up to you to make the choices in your life.
Bad, yo.
Saito's
She-
expression
she was
was
still
full
up
of
here.
doubt, something that was so unlike him. Because you
Guys,
are
I got
strong,
one
Saito,
up here.
no matter what choice you are confronted with, I don't expect you to ever make the wrong one. I
On
almost
top.
saw a
On
smile
top.
curl in the corner of his lips.
Yeah.
However, his shoulders remained tense and guarded. Oh, his face slightly changed. He's got the angry brows now.
本当に強けれ
Okay,
ば
they went back down a little bit.
鬼と戦うために落ち水など飲む必要はなかった
Not like that strong. Strength doesn't just come from your ability to fight in battle.
では一体何だというのだ
Well, his question came defensively, and I was thrown off a little by how much his delivery stung. Instead of answering, I retorted with my own question. Let me ask you something. Why do you wear your sword on the right, Saito?
左利きだからと前に言ったはずだが
There are plenty of people who are left-handed in this world. But for swordsmen, most of them try and adapt with using their right hand, don't they?
We can't fight
You
both
said
teams.
so
We gotta
yourself.
pick one and just go first.
No matter which dojo you'd attend, they would immediately attempt to correct you to use your right. Why did you refuse to change? Oh, he's realized his face reflects that. Saito had not anticipated me to turn the line of questioning back onto himself. His eyes widened just a little bit. It appears I struck a nerve with him, and after an awkward pause, he finally answered.
直す必要がなかった俺は右差しでも十分強いそれなのに何故わざわざ左差しにして剣の腕前を落とさなければならぬのかがわからなかった
See?
Somebody said
That
the
just
same
shows how
right now.
strong you are, Saito.
何？
Because you kept your resolve. You made a decision, you stuck by it, and you fought for it despite all of the naysayers. There aren't many in this world who could have done what you did. You said you didn't know the right answer, but I think you already do. You've decided for yourself what is the right thing to do, so I don't think you could ever end up on the wrong path. Saito listened closely, his expression earnest. I didn't know if he agreed, or if my words would be useful to him in any way. However, his next words took me by surprise.
そんなことを言われたのは初めてだ。
Oh. He spoke flatly, and he once again looked towards the stars glimmering across the sky. It was such a quiet and beautiful night. He needed that one little push. Well, reassurance. And now it's chapter 4.
Right outside against the wall. Right here.
After the staged imperial ambush out in Nagarayama, the Shinsengumi was scattered to the wind. The days of planning and acting as a collective group seemed to be long behind us, without knowing what paths our comrades and allies were
There's
taking.
not it.
Not for, yeah, well, we... Something's definitely gonna happen. Something wrong. All we could do was adapt, one day at a time. Despite these circumstances, Saito heroically led the remaining men to Aizu. According to reports, the troops who had fought against the Shinsengumi and Kofu were now marching to the northeast.
Okay, they're fighting now.
The Aizu were currently engaging against those imperial soldiers. Nagakura and Harada, sadly, never returned to the Shinsengumi. Oof. I heard rumors of their activity, including the formation of their own unit, which was headed for Aizu. And so, we finally set foot in the land of Aizu.
Oh, they saw the bomb up there, Roger. They saw the bomb up here. One could hardly believe it was July, as cool, blustery winds flowed from down the mountain ranges. Summer in Aizu was far more comfortable than either Edo or Kyoto. Our march to the city was met with the bright chirping of insects. After months of arduous marching, what awaited us was a wonderful reunion.
久しぶりだな。悪いな、追いつくのが遅れちまって。
合流する前に新政府軍のやつらに全滅させられちまってたらどうしようって思ってたんだけど、はじめくんがそんなヘマするわけないよな。
Hijikata, Heisuke, I'm so glad to see that you're both safe. Can hardly believe it's July either. We were in April like 2 minutes ago, right? Unbelievable. I smiled through happy tears, wiping my eyes as best I could. And Yukimura's crying. Let's drink.
副長が戻ってきてくだされば
Oh my god, I forgot
100人
this
力で
guy.
すそうそう
Oh,
新
that guy
選組
too.
の鬼副
I
長
thought it was
って
Heisuke on
新政府軍の間でも恐れられてるみたいです
The
から
other page. Ugh.
俺たちの力で新政府のやつらに目に物を見せてやりましょうよ
お前らも相変わらずみてえだな。
Saito, on the other hand.
副長、その足は
My leg. Until Saito mentioned it, I hadn't noticed that Hijikata was dragging his left leg as he walked.
これか。宇都宮の戦でやられちまってな。痛みは大したことねえが、さすがに戦場を駆けずり回るのは無理だな。じれったくてしょうがねえぜ。
The war wasn't exactly going well, but I'd never seen such an enthusiastic, positive response from Hijikata, and he was smiling no less.
お前大使を連れてあちこちで戦ってくれたんだろう。噂は俺たちんとこにも届いてたぜ。
A little bird, huh?
いえ、最前線だった白川城はすでに敵の手に落ちました。 城を奪い返すこともかなわず、じりじりと後退を続けている状態です。今の前線をどこまで支えきれるか。
Saito solemnly delivered his report detailing the challenges he'd faced, but Hijikata looked at him kindly.
よくやってくれてるよ。
Something peculiar drew my attention. Hijikata used to be much harder to approach. Now, however, his demeanor was far more relaxed and sympathetic. He seemed very different. I wondered if during our separation he had experienced a change of heart. As I ruminated upon this thought, Saito asked the question we all wanted an answer to.
副長、近藤局長は。
Ooh. Hijikata fell silent. He let out a heavy sigh, and his gaze dropped to the ground. His answer was short.
助けられなかった。
Oof. Somewhere in our hearts, we had all anticipated this answer, but having it expressed so directly, it felt like the truth was stabbed directly in my chest, leaving me with no choice but to accept it.
最後はやはり切腹で。
Oh, seppuku's mentioned, so that's a drink. Also, wait, let's see. 2 drinks, because Kondo's dead now, so that's a character death. Hijikata shook his head.
切腹じゃね
Yeah, there it
え。
is.
首切りだ。
Beheaded? Although both seppuku and beheading were public forms of execution, the nuance was vastly different. Oh, seppuku mentioned again, so that's a drink. Ancient legends used to say that a human soul was stored inside their abdomen. Thus, by slicing yourself open, it meant cutting into the place where your soul took refuge, assuring your integrity. It was also many, many times more painful than being decapitated. And furthermore, there were many who endured the pain without crying out. It was the embodiment of chivalry in one's last act. However, there was no honor in being beheaded. One was simply decapitated.
近藤さんは
That was another one.
詰めさせてくれって言ってたんだ。新政府のやつらが
So there's 3 dead on one side, 2 dead on the
も
other.
ともと
They mentioned seppuku, and I'll drink there. Hijikata swallowed heavily, as if the words just wouldn't pass his throat. He took a deep breath, and through gritted teeth told us of what became of our
There's
chief.
only one left.
もともとは百姓のせがれだったくせに武士の真似事をして腹を切りてえなんて
Think
少
come
子
over this
戦
way.
犯だって
This way.
そう言いやがった
Think so.
Never before had I seen Hijikata so vexed, so disturbed. Saito, however, took all of this in without speaking, staring at the ground. After a pause, he lifted his head and spoke.
お気持ちお察しします。局長もさぞ無念だったことでしょう。
Hijikata's head shot up. His eyes glistened with unshed tears. 2 drinks because someone else is crying.
無念なんかじゃねえよ
He's right over here.
He spat out the words so aggressively that Saito was visibly taken aback. He could only reply with a questioning gaze.
新政府のやつらは斬首だって伝えたとき近藤さんが泣きわめいて小便漏らして必死に命乞いするとでも思ってやがったんだろうが
I'm reloading.
あの人は首切りだって言われた時もな
I'm reloading. I'm
みっ
reloading.
ともなく逃げ回ったり取り乱したりなんてしなかったってよいつものあの笑顔で
Yeah, of course he was smiling. Oh,
しょう
Kondo.
がないなって言ったのはそれだけだったらしい
I have no more nitro ammo.
ただ
Wait, no, do you,
このま
you
ま
have
宿
an
に
ammo
行
box?
ったら閻魔さんがびっくりするから武将姫だけ沿ってくれって言ったんだとよこれ以上潔い死に方なんてあるか生まれは百姓でも
I gotcha.
最後に腹を詰めさせてもらえなくても
Damn, why they have a Sprite swallow for this?
誰が何と言おうとあの人は本物の武士だったぜ
That was my problem.
もう死んじまおうって状況に置かれてあの人と同じことを言える人間
He's
が
just giving out this heartfelt
どれだけいるってんだ。
forlorn performance here. Man.
You hear?
Saito fell silent. Hijikata's
Do you
words
hear?
fell heavily on all of us. Just then, excuse me.
That's it. That's it.
伝令です。
Yeah, it's clear.
会津藩はこれから白川城奪回のため出陣するそうです。
No, I feel like he's a little louder. I'll give him
Good game, guys.
so, a drink, right? Yeah.
わかった。それでは我らも共に。
Just as Saito looked over to his men to give the command, a voice stopped him.
いや、俺たちは行かねえ。このまま仙台へ向かう。
Oh, there was ammo
All it
upstairs.
took was Hijikata's order for Saito to freeze.
どういうことですか、
You
副長。
know what? That is.
We pretty much killed
Would that
everybody.
count as a form of that's an
They
order?
just want to fight us. Oh, this is the event gun. This right
Oh,
here.
wait, it's not.
旧幕府軍の軍議で決まっ
Oh,
た
they
んだ。
have two.
新選組は仙台に向かい、東北諸藩と共に戦うってな。
つまり
Upgrade points.
会津を見捨てると。
俺だってできれば最後まで会津と一緒に戦いてえさ。
Pile of bodies.
俺たちに仙台へ行けっていうのは会津側の意志でもあるんだよ。
Uppercut Zorn guys.
In other words, it seemed that the Aizu intended to strike at the castle to provide a distraction for the Shinsengumi to escape and support the northeast safely. If that was the wish of Lieutenant General Matsudaira, then perhaps the Shinsengumi had no choice but to obey.
松平中将様のご意向はよくわかりました。
Three bodies missing. There's Rampage right here.
ですが俺はこたびの命にだけは従うことができません。
When you kill somebody, it gives you a restoration effect.
斎藤。
If you're missing.
Hijikata shot Saito a frightening look, but this did nothing to faze Saito, who merely gazed back at him coldly.
我々新選組は会津藩に多大なるご恩顧を被っています。会津藩がなければ今の新選組はなかったはず。新選組という名も会津公より賜ったものです。
Damn, that's true, huh?
その会津がまだここで新政府軍と戦っている。我々が武士として会津公に備中を尽くす気は今を置いて他にないと考えます。
Saito's words were so decisive that Hijikata stood in shock. I couldn't blame him.
One of them are
Never
pretty
once
sad.
had Saito ever stated his opinion with such force and purpose to Hijikata.
俺や片森公の命に背いても
Empress has a
俺
chance
は
of
こ
giving
こに
you that
残るっ
shit.
つうんだ。
Gives you catalyst and a burn trade.
はい。史跡を失い
Necromancer.
武士としては死んでいた俺を生き返らせてくれたのは新選組、ひいては会津公です。新選組、そして会津藩は俺の中では武士そのものなんです。
Something's in this restock. I'm checking it out.
ここで会津を見捨ててしまえば俺は武士としての生を全うすることなど到底叶いません。
なるほど。お前が言いたいことはよく分かった。だがいいのか、薩長。特に長州のやつらは会津藩を親の敵以上に憎んでや
I wouldn't be
がる。も
surprised.
しかすると幕府そのものよりも嫌ってんじゃねえかってくらいに。
Nah, there was a team that
必要以上の兵力で攻め込んできやがるだろうし、戦死した死体をゴミみてえに扱われるかもしれない。
They're probably
覚悟の上です。
Hijikata gave a bitter smile.
つまり俺たちの道はここで別れちまうってことだな。
Spiders respawn.
申し訳ありません。
おいおい、別に謝ることじゃねえだろう。お前が自分の頭で考えて決めたことに
Hijikata really
ケチ
did
を
get
つけ
him
る気は
over
ね
lighthearted.
しかしお前がこんなに喋るやつだとは思わなかったな。知られざる新たな一面ってやつか。
Hijikata let out a hearty chuckle, but Saito didn't raise his head. Or perhaps he couldn't bring himself to look up.
土方さん、俺が初めて司令官に行った時のことを覚えてますか？
Hijikata broke out in a wide grin.
忘れろって言われたって忘れられねえよ。
These are already.
Flashback.
Oh, this is.
Oh, look, it's so
司令
deep.
官には市内なんて置いてねえ。表へ木刀しかねえってのに本気で打ち込みやがって。
Oh, look at them.
最初にお前の相手をしたのが掃除じゃなかったら骨の5、6本は折れてたはずだぜ。下手すりゃ死人が出てたか。
Oh, Soji's face. His mouth changed a bit. Excuse me. Oh, hold on. This is CG drink.
掃除も掃除でお前を殺す勢いで木刀を叩き込もうとしやがるし、俺たちが途中で止めてなきゃ確実にどっちかが死んでたな。
A bright glimmer of nostalgia shone from Hijikata's eyes as he reminisced about Shie Hall. Kondo, Hijikata, Sana, Okuta, Nakakura, Harada, and Heisuke. The place where all of the Shinsengumi men had spent their youth. And for Saito, it was the first place where he found acceptance. It was irreplaceable.
試合を終えた後、卑怯者、邪道、無作法者と言われなかったのはあの時が初めてでした。
真剣で切り合う時に卑怯もクソも言ってられねえからな。そんなことくっちゃべってる間に切られちまう。それに右差しは反則でも何でもねえだろう。お前の立場で考えりゃ周りの連中全員が反則してるみてえなもんだろうしな。
Coming from Hijikata, those words must have been the greatest gift Saito could have ever received.
あの時俺はこう思いました。あんたや近藤さんの命令なら尊攘派の大物志士でも大名でも偉人でもどんな人間でも切り殺すことができると。
実際お前には汚れ仕事ばっかりさせてきちまったよな。悪かったな。
Saito shook his head curtly in response to Hijikata's apology.
それを受け入れて実行したのは俺の意思です。俺は自分で命令に従うことを選びました。そしてそれをこれから先もずっと続けていくつもりでした。ですが
なあ斎藤、俺たちから離れることをそこまで申し訳なく思うことなんだぜ。お前の意志で主君を、お前の生き方を選んだ。ただそれだけのことだ。お前が選んだ道は間違ってねえよ。
A tear glimmered at the corner of Saito's eye. Oh, that's 2 drinks.
I shall take drinks with you.
Aw, cheers. He
What qualifies as a drink?
sure. Wait, like how much he drank?
Yeah.
Or?
Oh no, I was talking about one.
Yeah, just drink a gulp or something. Yeah. Oh, there's more lip biting here. He dug his teeth into his lip, holding back the deluge of emotion threatening to overcome him. Even so, he couldn't stop the shaky breath he took. Damn, dude, Saito's never come to tears. If he opened his mouth to speak, I was certain he'd break down crying entirely. Oh. He remained stoic, even more taciturn than usual. Or yeah, like Saito coming close to tears. After a moment, Hijikata turned to Shimada.
島田、お前はどうするつもりなんだ？
俺はもちろん土方さんと共に参ります。せっかくここまで来たんですからどこまでもお付き合いしますよ。
Hijikata as well?
Over there just because the other trap got you guys.
俺は一度死んじまったようなもんだからさ。あの時一旦死んで生き返ってまで何をしたかったのかを今までずっと考えてたんだけど。
Keisuke stopped himself. Did you think of an answer?
そうだ
You would have
な。
lost money too. You didn't have two of the bounties.
Keisuke scratched his nose absentmindedly before assuming a reflective tone.
もし俺があのまま羅刹にならずに死んでたとしたら、きっと最後の瞬間こう思ってたんじゃねえかな。
How much money you guys
せっかくだからみんなで作った新選組がどうなるのかを最後まで見届けたかったって。
おい平介、
get? Also.
最後までっつうのはどういう意味だ。
Yeah.
新選組がもうすぐなくなっちまうみてえじゃねえか。
You
縁起でもねえな。
baka. Hijikata glared at Heisuke, who just stuck out his tongue playfully.
それに今の土方さんって背中がガラ空きだから
Damn.
さ、
He's
誰かが
got a
ついてて
point.
やらねえとな。
No problem. I got
I see.
3,166.
What about you guys? Soma and Nomura?
俺たちも副長にお供します。そうそう。
Good time.
こうなったら地の果てまで追いかけてやるぜ。
Hey, okay, nothing wrong's gonna happen. Definitely not, right? Oh. This whole time I've been walking alongside the men of the Shinsengumi, but now our paths were splintering. I'd be lying if I said that I wouldn't miss them, but like Hijikata said, their path was right for them.
雪村、お前はどうするつもり
She's gonna follow Saito.
Domi,
Hmm?
take off if you want to.
Oh,
But
no.
I'm still gonna play Hunt, but
No, it's
you don't
okay.
need headphones anymore.
No, I want to wear the headphones so you can keep playing Hunt. And besides, I'm already wearing them, so I don't want to mess anything up.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Hijikata had mentioned that this place would soon become a battlefield. I appreciate it though.
Do all these.
If I stayed, I risked death. However, the same went for Saito. If either of us chose a different path, it was likely that the two of us would never see one another again. I wasn't sure. No, she's gotta follow Saito, because why not, right? How was your matches?
It was good.
Yeah.
We only played one together.
Oh.
Like we played a couple earlier, but that was with Stephanie. And Stephanie's not as good as Wedo is. Wedo's really good. So, but I don't know what I'll do when they do much this game.
Oh, okay. That was a long time.
Yeah.
What happens if I say I want to stay? Well, I don't know. But that's for you to find out if you play the game. I wasn't sure. Wait, did I say? Hold on. Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure. I hesitated to say the rest. Saito fully intended to die in the upcoming battle. That being the case, all I wanted was to remain by his side until the end. However, Kazuma, Amabeauty, and Father were all after me. Having to fend off the Imperial Army would be tough enough on its own. Excuse me. But having demons pursue us so vehemently made Saito's chance of survival even slimmer.
なんだ、自分じゃ決められねえのか。
Oh, you know what? Actually, that was the wrong answer. Yuichi is supposed to stay, so that's a drink. Damn, okay, so that, I guess that is, that's so weird. I thought she would want to follow Saito. Maybe something's gonna happen. Let's see. I'll stay here. I will stay here. My answer came to everyone's surprise. The individual who seemed most stupefied was Saito, who was still looking down and trying to hold back his tears. Hold on. Damn, yeah, now he's gonna cry. But yeah, no, I'll drink twice again because they mentioned so holding back the tears. Because they actually mean staying in this location with Saito. Oh, right. Because he wants to go to Ayuzu, right, like stay on the track. Okay, not staying with the Shinsengumi.
Right. Yeah, I misunderstood that too. Whoopsies. Although he didn't say it out loud, his brow furrowed as if he wanted to scold me and demand an answer as to why. You're confused too, right? Okay, so I'm glad it's not only me. Or not just me.
さっきの俺たちの話聞いてたよな。会津はこれから激戦地になる。ここに残ればひでえ死に方をするのは目に見えてる。
I'm already a demon.
それでも残りてえってのか。
Yes, I do. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. But when I thought about never seeing Saito ever again, that would be hell on earth. Yeah. The answer came to me clearly.
理由は聞かねえ方がいいのかな。
Everyone sees, everyone knows. As Hijikata expressed his resignation, he glanced over at Saito. Saito was just standing there, glaring at me, stiff as a board.
二人でゆっくり話し合って決めろよ。
Yeah, see? Yeah, of course he knows.
無理なようだったら後から俺たちを追っかけてきてもいいんだしな。
With that, Hijikata kindly patted my shoulder. Then he turned around and walked off down the mountain path alongside Shimada, Heisuke, Soma, and Nomura. I won't die, Hijikata. I have the power of God and anime on my side. As soon as their footsteps were out of earshot, Saito broke the silence.
何故あんなことを言った？
You know why? Oh, it had been a while since Saito had addressed me so coldly. The bite in his voice made my stomach drop, but I stood tall and didn't flinch.
今からでも遅くはない。土方さんの後を追って共に行け。
No! I won't.
さっき話していたことを聞いてなかったのか。これから会津は戦火に見舞われる。今度ばかりは生き延びられるかわからない。ここに残っても無駄死にするだけだ。
Exactly.
No!
Kimono right now.
No!
No!
No! Nigga.
Oh man. I looked straight at Saito, facing his harsh words head on, and I turned the question back on him again. Saito, you plan on dying here, don't you? He gave no answer at first, but he didn't seem to have any intention of lying or trying to trick me. He spat out his answer.
だとしたらどうだというのだ。
In all honesty, the ties between Saito and I were tenuous at best. We'd never exchanged promises for the future. To begin with, I had no idea what he even thought of me. Man. Just realized the spooky theme for the sound alert stuck around so long it became appropriate again. You're right! Yeah, that's right! Halloween season, now it's not, but it's always Halloween in my mind. Yeah, no, that just struck me too because you mentioned it. I'm just like so used to having the skeleton there. Oh well, I'll keep it, fuck it. We'd shared many long conversations. Maybe I'd only managed to make a negligible impact on him. Even so, then I'm staying here too. I want to be by your side until the very end.
Was it red?
As the words escaped my lips, Saito's icy glare stared daggers into me.
俺があんたの命の恩人だからか。
Because I like
あんたを守れと命じたのは土方さんだ。俺はただ命令に従ったまでのこと。
Damn, bro, harsh. Stone Cold Saito back at it again.
そんな
Damn.
義理のために命を危険にさらすべきではない。さっさと行け。
I refused to move. Instead, I balled my hands into tight fists and spoke. Arthur fists. That's not it. I don't want to stay with you just because you saved my life.
では何故だ。
I was tired of being questioned. Is it too much to ask to want to be with you? It was honestly a little frightening to ask this of someone who was currently glaring at me with cold, quiet fury. But I needed to know how he truly felt, so I didn't look away from him. Daga kotowaru. Exactly. Saito once said to me that the heart sings its song through the eyes. His cold, deep gaze stayed on me for some time. Eventually, he turned away.
There's a team in front of us. There's your team right here.
His quiet
my
admission
God,
was a
they saw
reflection
me.
of his heart. It filled
I
me
got
with
headshot.
relief. Saito was facing me properly and
I
revealing
didn't think
his
they'd
heart
see
to
me,
me.
but they did.
I don't want you to die either,
They're right in
Saito.
that corner at the entrance.
But I understand
Right
that you
forward,
might.
throw my body now.
I understand that if you were to abandon Aizu, you'd regret it for the rest of your life. So at the very least, I want to be by your side. I want to be with you until the very end. I know that this is rather selfish of me. Saito quietly took in everything I said. Alright. Okay.
Just... People being stupid.
Oh,
Frustrating.
that is dumb. Damn plot twist, they both die. That's, at least they get their ending together, right? Happy ending, ah. It looked as though each word was turned over and over again in his head, perhaps searching for one last way to convince me to leave with Hijikata, but... Yeah, there we go. Oh, damn, it took that long for a moon.
強い人間ではない。
But you are. He spoke out of the blue.
何が正しくて何が間違っているのかを見分ける目など持っていない。こうしている今も土方さんの元へ走ろうか、今から急いで追えばまだ間に合うのではないかと考
He's
え
not reviving.
迷ってい
He's
る。
healing. Now he's going for revive. He's necroing.
敵兵に殺さ
He
れる
denies
間
on
際、
that previous body.
負傷した時、落ち水の毒で血に狂った時、
They finished necroing.
見苦しくのたうち回らぬ自信などない。ただ俺は死ぬ間際まで武士でいたい。最後は近藤さんのように潔くあの世へ行きたいと思っている。そのためには自分の心に沿う答え、自分にとって正しい答えを選び続けるしかない。だから会津に残ることを決めた。
His tone was not detached as it usually was, but expressed the frustration and anger threatening to overwhelm him. This was how he truly felt, his bare self, without pretense or lie.
だが今あんたの目に映っている俺が弱い部分など持たぬ完璧な武士であるなら、何も見苦しい姿をわざわざ晒す必要はあるまい。
Whoa, the disgraceful parts of myself. Ah, there we go, our first typo error. The game did fairly well, 1 hour 40 minutes in without any typos, but here we are. Couldn't hold back much longer.
行け。俺は本当の俺の姿
But
を
I want to see
あんた
you.
に見せたくはない。
His voice was hushed, but his words echoed in my chest just as if he'd screamed them out loud. And still, I refused to move. I don't think you should worry too much about whether or not you're making the right choice. You've been thinking and worrying and suffering. Whatever choice you made at the end of all that, I will accept. No matter what happens, I will never, ever think of you as a disgrace. So, I'm begging you, let me stay with you. Saito's eyes widened. I thought he might slap me in the face, damn no! Or even grab my wrists and drag me to Hijikata himself. As impatience and dread began to get the better of me. Kiss. Ooh! Ooh! The CG drink. Saito came close, our faces only a hair's breadth apart. Ooh! Ooh! His hands moved around my neck and drew me in close. Oh wait, hold on, are those tears in? Oh no, Yukimura's not crying. Give her a slap or two. Yeah, exactly. Strengthen it. Strengthen the intensity, the passion. His eyes looked deep into mine. I felt him breathe out, ragged and broken, as if he were on the verge of tears. I'll count that as him holding back tears. I'll count it as 2 drinks. His arms around me trembled faintly, as fear filled his gaze.
それがあんたの出した答 えたな。
That is a lot of gaze. He was not demanding an answer, but reflecting on each word I'd spoken.
後で悔やんだりしないか。さっきの言葉が
Excuse me.
今のあんたにとって最も正しい答えか。
He was earnestly searching for the truth. It was the first time I'd seen such an urgent, vulnerable expression in his eyes. So I told him the truth. Yes, I want nothing more than to be with you, Saito. Please take me with you. I looked in the eyes of the man I loved and gave him the answer he hoped to hear. Real life Saito spinning in his grave seeing this fanfic about him. God damn. The self-insert fics. Saito's eyes moistened ever so slightly. Oh, fuck it, 2 drinks again. And for a brief moment, he seemed like he was about to smile and cry at the same time.
誠実な瞳だな。心の底からの魂から出た言葉を口にした時の嘘いつ
Whoops, my bad. Hold on.
誠実な瞳だ。
Accidentally skipped over the line.
そこからの
Damn, bro.
魂から出た言葉を口にした時の嘘偽りない目だ。
He whispered, seeming relieved from the bottom of his heart, then gulped nervously. He slowly brought his lips towards mine. Ooh. Just before they touched, Saito hesitated for just a moment. And then, as if he were repeating my words in his head, he readied himself. Excuse me. Oh, ooh, the zoom in on the hand. Ooh, excuse me. And pressed his lips onto mine. It was the first time I'd ever kissed a man. Whoa. My heart pounded and it was hard to breathe. But all I felt was a mysterious sense of calm and comfort. Saito's lips quivered ever so slightly against mine. If only this kiss could be a pledge, a vow for us to spend our lives together. But we did not know what lay in store for us. If anything, all I could see ahead was despair. Oof. But even so, the warmth of his lips against mine told me how Saito felt about me better than words ever could. In this moment, our hearts became one. Oh. Damn, are they just gonna keep the view on the hand? Like, they don't want to show the actual kiss? Damn. For us, as we were ready to head to our demise, there could be no greater happiness. Damn, yeah, okay, it's just the hand. Alright. Sure. That night, as we were returning to camp, Saito! The color drained from Saito's face, and he gasped desperately for air. Ah, shit. Okay, I also count that as a typo drink. Because left out an asterisk. They didn't want to edit the CG. They got tired. I'm gonna grab me some. That's 2 drinks, one for bloodlust, one for grammar error. Bet they're about to use the word white. Oh, exactly, right? His white hair again. He dug his fingernails into his chest, grimacing from the agonizing pain as sweat began to pour down his body. I give him blood. What else are you gonna do? Of course you're gonna give him blood. Saito, here, drink my blood. Saito turned away, uneasy. Like I had done previously, I drew my kodachi and made a small cut on my earlobe. Ooh, damn, this is a quick CG again. Alright, I'll drink again. Saito quietly brought me in close to him and began to lap at the red drops spilling from my ear. He traced his tongue below my ear and down my neck where blood had spilled over. After a moment, Saito's breathing finally began to calm, and eventually it was back to normal. I tried to step away to give him some room, but as I moved, I felt his hand tighten on my shoulder. He's outside. He's about to barf. Yeah. I think that was an hour ago. I tried to step away to give him some room, but as I moved, I felt his hand tighten on my shoulder. Then he whispered right into my ear, where the cut had sealed over. His words were so gentle and sincere. Alright. I gave him a small nod and leaned into his embrace. Chowdy? Oh, there we go. How are you doing? Oh, it was the night before our departure for Shirakawa Castle. I was spending a peaceful night in a room all to myself, thanks to the Aizu's military generously renting a house for us. Very cool. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm also surprised there was enough blood for him. Yeah. We got these steak strip jerky, beef jerky from Costco. Wow. This is meaty. We had no reason to believe we'd come out victorious in tomorrow's battle. Yukimura's lucky her love interest don't eat half a plate, right? Oh, I could have grabbed you one.
I didn't want one initially, but I think I might.
Okay. Dang, let's see how it is.
I thought it was later.
Yeah, I know it's
It's only 10:15.
Right? Yeah.
And you think it's almost midnight.
I know, it feels so late. But it's not. It isn't even my bedtime yet. For some strange reason, though, I felt no fear or worry. Perhaps it was because I had chosen this path for myself. Or maybe it was because I was with the man I love.
雪村、そろそろ休んだらどうだ。夜通し起きていると、明日行軍している最中に倒れるかもしれんぞ。
Well, why don't you rest too, Saito? Exactly, can't go to sleep. Saito averted his eyes, looking a little bashful.
あとどれだけの時間、あんたと共にいられるかわからない。
Is he asking for what I think he's asking for?
眠る時間すら惜しい。と言ったら笑うか。
No. I shook my head. I feel the same way. Sleeping right now would really be a waste. Go the fuck to sleep. No. They need to go the fuck. Damn. Saito's response was short, but even so, it contained the myriad of emotions filling him up. Aww. Aww.
Are you still eating your stuff? Oh, he's still eating.
Ever since we had separated from Hijikata and Nagarayama, Saito and I had seen numerous skirmishes with the Imperial forces. This made me realize more than ever. Okay, yeah, that's a typo error. Typo. Drink. We had little hope of making it out alive. As such, now that we'd finally opened our hearts to each other, we wanted to savor what little time we had left. I glanced cautiously at Saito. He was staring out the window silently, watching the scattered stars glimmering above. Do you enjoy looking at the stars, Saito? Chowda, this bishy samurai got me acting unwise. Oh god. He turned around and asked as if playfully posing me a riddle.
何故そう思う
You were so entranced by the stars that night in Kofu.
あんたは俺をよく見ている
Oh, there's no period there. I'll drink for that too. Well, yes. I've loved you for some time now. The words came so naturally. These feelings have been in my heart for so long, I was surprised I'd never noticed. Saito shrugged, looking a little embarrassed.
夜空だけではない昼間の空も虹も海も好きだ
Rainbows. The writers were only using one hand. Oh yeah, for sure. Starry nights? Sunsets? Rainbows in the sea? I tilted my head in confusion. None of these things seem to have anything in common. What, he's just naming off things he likes? Come on, Yukimura. Get with the program. Saito stared once more outside of the window, eyes narrowed as if the beauty of the sight was too much to bear. Wait, actually, Yukimura, they all have something in common. They're beautiful. They're beautiful occurrences of nature.
途方もなく大きなものを見るのが好きなのだ夜空も昼間の空も虹も海も大きなものをただじっと見ていると些細な悲しみや不安がいつの間にか消えてなくなってしまう気がする
Ah, I see what you mean. Every time I had found Saito stargazing, it seemed he was reflecting upon something. It was always times when he was filled with doubt. He returned his melancholic gaze to the view beyond the window. Anxiety! I know, right? I see anxiety and I'm like, drink? But this ain't metaphor.
俺にとっては近藤さんや土方さんもそういう存在だった彼らについていけば間違いはない俺の不安や悩みを消し去ってくれる大いなるものの象徴だった
I sat up and I walked towards Saito. Saito, are you feeling anxious right now?
何故だ
Because Kondo and Hijikata, they aren't here to make your worries disappear anymore. Saito reached his hand over to mine and clasped it kindly.
心細くはない
Aww.
あんたがいるからな
He smiled. Saito's words were touching, but... Are you sure? Can I really support you? When you're stressed, or when you're in pain? Or if you're stuck wondering if you made the right choice? Do you trust me to help you and be there for you when you need me? Both Hijikata and the Shinsengumi were irreplaceable to Saito. I wasn't confident I could fill the hole they'd left. In response, Saito gripped my hand tighter. A little awkwardly, he entwined his fingers lovingly with my own and held on firmly.
あんたはただそばにいるだけで俺の支えになってくれているあんたの前で見苦しい姿を
Not the fucking invincible brainer. I know, I can't help it. I see, are you sure? I think Omni-Man. Pretty sure. Oh, yeah. Are you sure is ruined, exactly. Unfortunately.
最後の最後まで武士として戦わねばならないあんたと共にいると一人でにそういう気持ちにさせられる最後の最後まで武士として戦わねばならない だから不安に思う必要はない。
Oh, Kyler petting Chowder menacingly. Mr. Chowder. Oh, hi Chowder.
Welcome to my land. Here, Mr. Chowder and I play video games all day. We plot to take over the world.
Oh, Mr. Chowder, he looks so comfy. Oh, little baby Chowder. Oh. I see. Damn, we were seeing a lot of ICs from Hijaker. Saito's words gave me comfort. I would be with him from now on. Even until the very last second of my life, I would keep my eyes on him. However, our time together was limited. This might be my final chance, so I wanted to ask as many questions as I could. What should I ask him about first? What should I ask him about first? Well, I think the past, because it's like we don't know if we're really gonna have a future, right? So let's learn about him. Oh yes, Saito, do you remember this? I pulled a small charm from out of my pocket. I don't even remember that. Okay, but that is right. At first, Saito gazed at it blankly.
いや、見覚えがないが、それがどうしたというのだ。
I giggled as I opened up the charm. Inside of it was a pressed cherry blossom petal. Is that from the very first scene in the game? No way. Although its color had faded, you could still make out the rosy image of what it used to be.
それは。
Saito fell speechless. It's a pipe bomb! Yay! He reached out to touch it, holding his breath as if he couldn't believe his eyes. This was the flower petal that Saito had given me before leaving the Shinsengumi to join the Guardians of the Imperial Tomb. Okay, I don't even remember that. Shit.
ずっと持っていたのか。
Aww.
あの時の桜の花びらを。
Yes, though it is dried up quite a bit, and not in the best of shape. I could see a flurry of emotion whirling behind Saito's eyes as he stared at the petal. He's holding back tears, that's 2 drinks. I watched his lip quiver ever so slightly. He didn't need to speak for me to understand. Oh yeah, there we go.
月日を経ても変わらぬものというのは思いのほか近くにあったのだな。
Oh my god, that's funny. Kyler's watching a Sailor Moon Showdown. It's a magic gameplay thing. But
they're all running transform commanders that flip.
Oh,
so
that's why.
The meme is that they're all Sailor Moon variants this time. Airball was the only one that didn't wear Sailor Moon costume.
Oh, boo.
Everybody else did their little transformation thing too.
Oh, look at that, yeah. I love that. Damn.
It's very funny.
Kyler and I were actually talking, what if I had like a Sailor Moon kind of costume, but it was Balatro themed?
That's funny.
I would love to wear that. Yes. Saito smiled as if fulfilled. Huh? You mean this flower petal? Oh, that's a home drink. But it has wilted so much.
花びらそのものではない。これを手渡した時のあんたの今も変わらずここにある。
They both have planet themes. Hey, that's true. That's true. Yeah, see? I wonder if anyone else had the Balatro Sailor Moon idea. I kind of doubt it. It feels like a Kyler original. But yeah. Saito closed his eyes, as if stopping the tide of emotion from overwhelming him, and handed the charm back to me.
感謝する雪村。いいものを見せてもらった。
Mr. Chowder. Aww. Oh, it's no problem. Seeing Saito so content filled me with joy. Excuse me. Hi, Chowder.
He's like, who's gonna pick me up?
Oh, Mr. Chowder. Oh. Oh, he didn't even lick your feet. Oh, Mr. Chowder.
Look at him relaxing.
Yeah.
He's like, yes.
Oh, give him the
Yes, rub
pets.
me with the feet.
Oh. Oh, Mr. Chowder. Silence fell between us once more. Outside the window, light was slowly growing on the horizon. Oh, dawn would soon break. Saito and I stayed together, shoulder to shoulder, hands entwined. After a prolonged silence, Saito glanced over in my direction before whispering softly into my ear.
雪村、あんたに一つ約束しておく。
I will stay with you till the very end. A promise? What is it? Saito kept his stare fixed on me.
これから先、何があっても。
Oh, okay, yeah.
俺は命を懸けてあんたを守る。
Oh.
新選組でも土方さんでも会津公の命令でもなく、俺自身の命令で。
Oh. His tone was hushed and faltering, but within each word was a force of resolve and purpose. Saito was making a vow to me. My heart grew warm from the depths of his feelings for me, yet it was difficult to respond at first. What response could I give after he had poured himself out to me? I gently reached out to him, hand trembling. I wanted to be as close to him as I humanly could. I wanted him to know how much I loved him. Oh, there we go. There's our first real kiss. There we go. Yes. And it's a CG drink too. Oh. Dang, Yukimura really going for it. Hell yeah. This might have been too bold of me, but I couldn't think of any other way to express how I felt. I believe in you. Putting it into words would be so easy, but it wouldn't be enough. May our kiss be enough to convey everything I felt. So I wished as I slowly pulled away. Well, that was fast! No, don't go away! Shh, don't ask.
だが、
Oh. Oh, and he's all blushy. He's speechless. He tried to ask me again, but seemed to change his mind and slowly closed his mouth. The silence continued for some time, and yet no matter how long it was, the color wouldn't leave my cheeks. So I took his hand once more. Why don't we go to bed? Damn. Our hands were still entwined. Saito's cheeks were red, and he pulled himself deep into the futon as if too embarrassed to look my way. Oh, how cute. I'd never seen him so bashful, and it brought a smile to my face. Oh. Promise me you'll never die. You know I can't promise that. If you did that, I would make love to you right now. I promise I will never die. Oh, man. Yeah, imagine that happened. It happened off screen. I believe it. The next day, the Aizu domain had sent a scouting troop to survey the area around Shirakawa Castle. Excuse me, but contact with that troop had been quickly lost, which was an ominous sign for all of us. Saito and I were assigned to leave for Shirakawa in order to uncover any details about their whereabouts. We had made our approach to the castle stealthily, but both of us had an eerie suspicion that something was off.
妙だな。人の気配がまるで感じられない。
From what the Aizu officials had told us, all of the Imperial Army troops were stationed within the castle, but this feeling, it's so sinful. Legendary moment right there. Oh, Theodore. Oh, excuse me. It was conspicuously silent around the entire castle. We did not see one single person. There was also no sign of the scouting team. Just then, a rustle in the bushes startled us. Saito immediately clasped his hand around the hilt of his blade.
雪村、後ろに隠れていろ。
Yes! I hid behind Saito as he directed. He held in a deep breath, channeling all of his focus to listen for a sign of what the sound could be.
獣ではないな。人間の足音だ。しかもおそらく2人か3人。偵察部隊が戻ってきたのならこちらに合図を送るはず。ということは。
It's the Goofy Ah trio. Or actually, wait, I don't even think Gun Guy is here with them. I think it's probably gonna be Kazuma, Amagiri, and Waldfather. We'll see though. Saito's grip upon his sword tightened. Wherever those footsteps were coming from, they were stepping closer and closer to us. Without a second thought, Saito drew his sword and swung fiercely at the approaching stranger. However... Wait, what? The stranger reflexively parried Saito's blade. That looks like Nagakura, what the fuck? The hairs on the back of my neck stood as the moonlight cut through the thick clouds, exposing the stranger. It was... Yeah,
新政府軍にも意外と腕の立つやつがいるじゃねえか。ってあれ？サイト？
Nagakura! The fuck is he doing here? Saito lowered his sword as soon as he realized who it was. It's Gojo. He has spiky hair.
新八か。
What the heck?
何故あんたがここにいる？
そりゃこっちのセリフだって。いきなり切りかかってくるんじゃねえよ。相変わらず物騒なやつだな。
Nagakura, what are you doing here?
ん？俺たちは。
おい、新八。お前一体誰と話してるんだ？
Oh, they're both here. How nice. That voice. It was.
斎藤じゃねえか。お前どうしてこんなところにいるんだよ。
In silhouette, the headband looked like Gojo's blindfold. Huh? No, that's fair, yeah. Harada, you're here too?
ここで一体何をしている？説明してくれ。
どうもこうもねえよ。新政府軍と戦うため、サナと一緒に合図に来たんだけどさ。甲府で戦った羅刹隊がいるだろ。あいつらの姿を見かけたから追っかけてきたってわけだ。
二人で辺りを見張ってたんだが、羅刹隊の連中が白川城に入っていくのが見えた。どうも白川城はもう羅刹どもの巣になっちまってるみてえだな。
Oh, Mr. Chowder. He's looking over here. Hey, Chowder. What? If there were furies here, especially of the ravenous variety we'd seen in Kofu, and so was my father. Just then... Hornet? Skong? Oh.
また足音だ。今度は4、5人。
Saito raised his sword once more. So too did Nagakura and Hanada. All of them were ready to move at the drop of a hat. Suddenly, shadows leapt out onto the path. Soaring to such a height was far beyond human capabilities.
来やがったか、羅刹ども。この槍の餌食にしてやるぜ。
The Fury's swords were sorely lacking in range compared to Hanada's spear. He thrust right into the chest of an incoming Fury.
ち、目測を誤ったか。
There goes Mr. Chow. Hanada's aim had just barely missed the Fury's heart. So close. It healed in a flash. the side, Nagakura swung his sword systematically at the crowd of Furies.
ったく心臓を一撃で貫かなきゃならねえってのも面倒だよな。すぐ傷が治っちまうんじゃ。出血死なんてのも期待できねえし。
In spite of his outbursts, Nagakura had a small, sly grin on his face. Nagakura's swordsmanship was dauntless and fierce. In one savage thrust, he drove his blade right into a Fury. In comparison,
あんたは何に関しても大雑把すぎだ。
Saito moved with finesse and precision, striking at each of the Furies by the face.
Damn, dude, I felt that. Let me hear that again. The desperate, cacophonous shrieks of dying Furies echoed throughout the forest. Despite their enhanced speed and strength, the Furies still suffered from amateurish swordsmanship. They were no match against the skill demonstrated by Saito, Nagakura, and Harada.
とりあえずこれで全部片付けたか。そう多くなくて助かったな。甲府の時みたいにとんでもねえ数で来られたら切ってもキリがなかったとこだ。
Nagakura wiped the sweat dripping down his brow. Then an unexpected voice startled us. Oh, Chad was back. From underneath the pile of dismembered corpses, one of the Furies murmured a low groan.
なんだ、まだ生きてやがったのか。人思いに楽にしてやるか。
待て、何か言いたいことがあるようだ。ま
I
だ
know,
理
I read the
性
screen
が
from
残っている
earlier.
ようだな。
Amazing.
Saito stretched out his arm to stop Nagakura, and then he cautiously approached the Fury. The Fury was on the cusp of death. Saito looked him in the eye and spoke curtly.
今、合図がどうとか言っていたな。お前が知っていることを全て話す。
おかしな真似はするんじゃねえぞ。いくら羅刹だっつっても俺たち3人と戦って勝てるわけねえってことはわかるだろう。
The soldier nodded and began to speak.
今白川城の中で羅刹の実験が行われてるんだ。実験が終わったら俺たち古い羅刹は用済みになって始末されちまう。逃げ出そうとした時に羅刹の毒の発作が出て。
Yeah. Chowder's like, it's like his backside is like sitting up, but then his side is leaning on the side.
お前は何者だ。新政府軍の者か。
The soldier shook his head.
俺たちは
Oh, what the hell?
軍の人間じゃねえ。新政府軍に雇われたただの住人だ。新政府軍には少年の住人でも区別せずに取り立ててくれる部隊があるっていうね。志願したんだ。もちろんこんな体にされるって知ってれば入りゃしなかったさ。だがあのじじいがおかしな
Me
薬
an
を
old
飲
son
ま
of a
せや
bitch.
が
Who
って。
could he possibly be talking about? From the soldier's description, I assumed he was speaking about my father.
無茶な戦いに駆り出されるたびに仲間が一人 また一人とおかしくなっていき。
Man, like, Yukimura can deduce that. She can't deduce Sanon being a betrayer to the Shinsengumi? Like, what?
姉妹には用済みとして始末されちまう。
Hearing the sins my father had been committing made my stomach turn. I was speechless. Wah!
さっき合図がどうとか言ってたが、鬼どもは何を企んでやがるんだ。
Her intelligence is all over the place, right? You never know with her, honestly.
羅刹の実験に使うつもりなんだ。
With each word spoken, the soldier's sunken face became more pale, and he couldn't breathe without wincing. Then something terribly strange occurred. What did you want to explode?
死にたくねえよ。化け物になって理性を乗っ取られて。
Yeah, that's right. Godfather is not even that old. Basically. He stretched his fingers out towards the sky, but I could swear they were turning white before our eyes. Ooh, white drink. Dang, that's the first white drink tonight. The color seemed to race from the tips of his limbs all the way to the center of his body. His body disintegrated, like spent incense crumbling as it burned away. Oh, I'll take that as a grammar error because they ended with a comma. At the end, all that remained was a pile of ash, reduced to ash. That's right. Dang, he already reached his lifespan. Fuck.
こりゃどういうことだ。羅刹の体が消えてなくなっちまったぜ。心臓を貫いた時や銀の銃弾で撃たれた時とは全然違う死に方だな。
Oh, that's right. They're weak to silver like any other vampire.
羅刹には俺たちがまだ知らねえ秘密が隠されてんのか。
とりあえず城の中に急ごうぜ。
Mr. Saito, I don't feel so good.
あの羅刹の話が本当なら、会津藩士たちが危ねえってことだろう。もうすぐ会津ででかい戦が始まるんだし、早めに実験を終えて羅刹部隊を使いてえはずだ。
Right. Everyone nodded in agreement. We readied ourselves to rush for Shirakawa Castle. Saito, however, didn't move. Saito? What's the matter? We need to hurry. His eyes dropped to the floor, and he began muttering to himself.
今日にいた頃も今も俺は数えきれんほどの人間を切り殺してきた。俺が握る刀は血塗られている。命を冒涜するのは許せないなと偉そうなことをのたまうつもりはない。傍から見ればただ人を切るのも実験のために命をもてあそぶのも変わりはないだろう。人斬り同士が食い合いしているだけのこと。悪にしか裁けぬ悪もあるはずだ。俺の心は羅刹を生み出す者を悪と定めた。
Excuse me.
鬼どもは倒す。
A tenacious fire emerged behind Saito's bright eyes. His glare alone could have killed a man. Oh yeah, like the colors the light kind of drained out of his eyes there. After staring at the ground for another moment, he finally looked up and faced him.
待たせてすまない。行くぞ。
And so, the four of us headed towards the castle gate, sprinting hastily through the dim forested trail.
お、城門が見えてきたぜ。見張りは いねえみてえだな。
Yeah, it's cool that Nagakura and Haruda are joining us for this last bit. I feel like we're reaching endgame.
戦のさなか、しかも中じゃ羅刹の実験をやってるってのに見張りなしか。くせ。
何か罠があるかもしれん。ゆっくり近づこ
う。We all nodded and stepped tentatively towards the front gate. Just then, endgame? Ah, yeah. Avengers! The crack of gunfire thundered beside us. No shit. We all held our breaths, thinking a nearby rifleman had spotted us, but...
分かってんだぜ。
Oh, it's him! He is still here! What the fuck?
小細工とか駆け引きは
Yeah, we haven't seen this guy in a while.
俺はお前らとこうして戦えるのを楽しみにしてたんだからよ。
What's this fucking guy's name? That voice.
お前らが来てるってのは分かってんだ。
Keep your
とっとと姿を現してくれよ。
The tall, tanned demon Shiranui had been waiting for us at the gate.
う。お前も来ていたのか。
Yeah, I thought he would have left a while back. Saito shot a glance at Shiranui filled with animosity.
今この中で何が行
Oh, that's
われ
right.
てい
He's
る
rivals
分
with
かってい
Haruda.
る
Of course he's gonna be here.
大体はな。俺は別に風間や行動のじじいに協力するつもりはねえが、お前らと戦える機会が巡ってきたってのにみすみす放り捨てちまうのももったいねえ気がしてよ。会いたかったぜ。俺と互角に戦えるくらいには腕を磨いてきてくれたんだろうな。
Although Shiranui's own agenda may have been at odds with both Kazuma and my father, it seemed he had no intention of letting us through.
そこを通せと言っても従うつもりはないのだ。
Even if we said Pokey please.
では強引に通るしかないか。
Saito wrapped his fingers around the hilt of his sword. Before he could move, however, Nagakura interrupted.
斉藤、お前は彼女を連れた先に行け。ここは俺たちが何とかする。
Both of them were gonna face off. Yeah, I'm okay.
だな。あの時の決着をつけるいい機会だ。
なんだと。この者は鬼だぞ。しかも銃を持っている。あんたたち二人では。
Not the gun. He's right. If it's just the two of you against Shiranui, then you'll...
なんだよその顔。俺たちの腕が信用できねえってか。一緒に視線をくぐってきたってのに白状なやつだな。
あんたたちを信用していないわけではない。だが
なんだ、戦うのはお前ら二人だけか。別に俺は構わねえぜ。全員の相手をしろとは言われてねえからな。
お兄さんも構わねえって言ってるぜ。さっさと行けよ斉藤。すぐにこいつを片付けてお前らの後を追いかけるからよ。
Saito silently glanced between Nagakura and Haruda. After a moment, he nodded.
お兄さん。先に行って待っているぞ。必ず追いついてこい。いいな。
分かってるって。お前こそ途中で死ぬんじゃねえぞ。
Without another word, Saito turned and sprinted in. I followed behind him as fast as my legs would take me. Saito, was it really alright for us to leave the two of them behind? Neither Nagakura nor Haruda had ever drunk the water of life. They were both as human as could be. For the two of them to enter battle with a demon, let alone one so skilled with a gun, felt reckless.
あの二人は果たせない約束など口にはしない。絶対に追いついてきてくれるはずだ。
So close to it, don't worry. Saito's words were bestowed with a profound trust, forged over the long years he fought beside them. The inside of the castle was hauntingly still. Hold on, wait, it did say beside, right? Wait, yeah, no, it's supposed to be beside, not besides. I'll take that as a typo. Drink. The inside of the castle was hauntingly still. If the Dying Fury's story was true, then there should have been dozens of Aizu soldiers and Furies waiting to greet us inside. Why is it so quiet? Didn't Nagakura say that this place was swarming with Furies?
実験が行われている部屋から距離があるためか、あるいは。
Saito trailed off, and a chill ran down my spine. Then, a startling surprise. A sliding door was flung open. That didn't sound like just one. From behind came... Wow. I felt that. A gang of fearless Furies screeched, and they leapt feverishly towards us. What? Bloodlust drink. Or wait, no, he's changing voluntarily. Ooh, oopsies. In response, Saito changed into his Fury form. He drew his sword, then weaved so quickly between the Furies my eyes could barely keep up. The hallway was narrow, so Saito opted to lunge instead of swinging his sword, piercing limbs to disarm his foes. Saito seemed to have no issue with the cramped battlefield, as he was well versed in fighting in Kyoto's narrow passageways. The little voice crack at the end. A battle between Furies meant that the serum's effects were leveled. Excuse me, only true swordsmanship would prevail. In the span of one breath, Saito made quick work of each of the Furies. Oh, it's bold, father.
私が作り出した新型の羅刹を一瞬で切り殺してしまうとは。
This voice, it was easy, right?
久しぶりだな。甲府で会った時以来か
Father!
わざわざ我が娘をここまで連れてきてくれて感謝するよ。
No, don't tell me Kazuma was like waiting around here.
迎えに行く手間が省けたというものだ。
You could be all like, oh, let me offer my daughter to love them.
あんたに合わせるためにここに連れてきたわけではない。
結果としてそうなるのだから同じことではないかね。それにしても持ち水が随分
baller than I remember. You like shaved off one hair.
あれから何度羅刹となった？一度きり？それとももう数えきれぬほど力を使ってしまったのかね。
He's gonna share the truth about Fury lifespan, huh?
答える必要があるのか。
いや、この間会った時に伝え忘れていたことがあってね。羅刹の力の源が何であるか、君は知っているか？
Saito had no intention of answering a question without knowing the intent behind it. However, Father's question seemed to have been rhetorical, as his lips curled into a grin, and he continued on. They draw their superhuman powers, damn. Talking with that hood talk. I won't take a drink here because Yeah, no, Saito just, that wasn't a bloodlust episode, that was just him switching into Fury mode, but I won't drink here just to make up for that.
その力は神仏からの授かり物でも何でもなく、これから先君が生きるための力を前倒しして使っているに過ぎん。
What? If what my father said was true, then every time Saito activated his Fury abilities, he was sacrificing his remaining lifespan? Saito's brows furrowed slightly in surprise, but his response was muttered in a composed, hushed tone.
なるほど。城の外にいた羅刹が妙な死に方をした。それが原因か。
The Fury had turned to ash without leaving a single trace of his remains behind. So was that because he had exhausted all his remaining lifespan, leaving his body to crumble away? Then that meant Saito, having already drunk the water of life, would eventually...
驚きと絶望で声すら出んか。力を使うたび、君の最後の日が刻一刻と迫ってくる。ほら、絶望しただろう。戦い続ける気力など失せてしまっただろう。
What? It sounded like that. His father began cackling to himself maniacally, just as the despair began to sink in.
そんなことで俺たちが絶望するはずねえじゃねえか。
What? How did he get here? What? A familiar voice called out from behind me. That voice. It was... Heisuke, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, hold on. This is a Shinsengumi member coming out of nowhere to save me from around the nick of time. Yeah, that was the last person I expected to be here. We'll drink for that, for sure.
土方さんに言われたんだ。心残りがあるんなら今のうちに片付けてこいってさ。
Oh, so he can reunite with the other two. Aww. They should be fine. Heisuke laughed lightheartedly before shifting an angry glare over at my father.
羅刹の力を使うたび寿命を削られる？最後の日が刻一刻と迫ってくる。俺たちは今日にいた頃、それこそいつ死んじまってもおかしくねえ毎日を送ってたんだぜ。
Damn, you do got a point. You know what? I feel like, I don't know, that line felt a little louder. I'll take a drink for that.
死盤の前の日なんか怖くて眠れねえ時だってあった。
Like, not even for freaking Nagakura, like, I don't know, that one just kind of stood out to me in the headphones.
普通に街を歩いてるだけでもいつ不逞老師に切り殺されるかわかんねえ。そんな中を生き抜いてきた俺たちが寿命を削られるくらいで絶望するわけねえだろ。
Okay, that's definitely a loud drink. It's another drink.
だよな、はじめくん。
In response, Saito's mouth twitched into a sudden smile.
そうだな。
His smile showed the intimate familiarity he had with death, born from the hard days they'd all shared at Kyoto.
俺たちにとって命なんてのは花札の手札みてえなもんに過ぎねえ。そしてたった一つしかない命を使ってでっかい賭けに勝ち抜く。俺たちにとって命なんてのは花札の手札みてえなもんに過ぎねえ。そして俺たちはずっとそうしてきたんだ。
Heisuke's hair turned white as snow to white drink. In one swift movement, he drew his sword and bolted in father's direction, sliding the sharp blade across his ribcage. Dude, it sounded like a... It sounded like a dog.
It sounds pretty meaty. But the gash quickly closed up. Weird sound.
はじめくん、ここは俺が何とかするよ。先に行っててくれ。
Yeah, that's allowed to.
このおっさんを片付けたらすぐに追っかけていくからさ。みんなで鬼退治としゃれ込もうぜ。
Yeah, alright, one more left. His words rang with resolve, but it wasn't the tragic kind that might signal sacrifice.
ああ、待っているからな。
Saito nodded, not doubting for a second that they would meet again. So, of course, Kazuma's gonna be up top. Just double team him, it will take 2 seconds exactly. Atop of the large staircase was an enormous main hall. It must have held many guests in its heyday. In the spot of honor reserved for the daimyo stood 2 tall, shadowy figures. Excuse me, oh, of course, Amagiri, right? Excuse me. Although there were only 2 of them, their ghostly aura permeated the entire hall. I flinched despite myself. Amagiri grimaced as soon as he saw me.
なぜ彼女をここに連れてきたのですか?
Beside him stood Kazuma.
分かりきったことを。
Oh my god.
この娘を俺に献上するため連れてきたに決まっているではないか。こうして言葉を交わすのはいつ以来だ。あの頃はまだお前たち
Oh, yeah, there's the Shinsengumi dog drink.
今は見る影もない。
Saito did not react to Kazuma's taunts.
ご苦労だったな。
Dog drink again.
我が妻をこちらへ渡しても。
Oh, and the Yukimura waifu drink. That's another.
あんたに引き渡すために彼女をここに連れてきたわけではない。
では何のためだ？
あんたを倒す。彼女も守る。どちらも果たせると思ったから連れてきたまでだ。
Kazuma chortled in amusement at Saito's challenge.
これはいい。俺を倒しその娘を守るときたか。
You can kind of loud there. I'll take that as a drink.
鳥羽伏見の戦の時のことを忘れてはいまいな。この俺に手も足も出ずボロ切れのようにな
Oh,
った。
another insect drink.
落ち水を飲みようやくまともに切り合えるようになったのを忘れたのか。貴様は俺の情けによって生かされたに過ぎぬのだぞ。
あの場で俺は最良の選択をしたと思っている。後悔はしていない。今まで俺が選んできた道は全て正しい道だ。そしてこれから俺は正しい道を歩み続ける自信がある。
Saito's demeanor was unwavering.
正しい道だと。他人の命令でしか動けぬただの番犬のお前が何を選択したというのだ。その娘を守るのは新選組の命令か。それと
I ordered myself.
今は会津。
今まではそうだったかもしれん。だがこれからは
A quiet and calm intent to kill burned in his eyes, like a bright blue flame.
俺は俺自身の命令で行動する。命を懸けて彼女を守り貴様を倒す。
In an instant, Saito's hair turned white. What a dream.
面白い。ではその決意のほどを確かめさせてもらおう。 どこからでも遠慮なくかかってこい。天霧、今回は手出しをするなよ。
Damn, for once it's Saito and Kazuma facing off. Amagiri seemed sure of Saito's defeat. Excuse me. He frowned, expression grave, and went to lean against the wall.
雪村、あんたも下がっていろ。
Saito?
大丈夫だ。俺はこの男に負けはしない。さあ、下がれ。
I believed in Saito. I went to stand by the wall, out of the way. Saito drew his sword. Their battle had begun. Saito lunged forward, aiming for Kazuma's exposed hand. Kazuma effortlessly blocked Saito's blade. The two swords locked together. However, Saito, it seemed, was the stronger of the two. Excuse me. The tip of Kazuma's blade shook, and he tried to push Saito back, but Saito pulled back. In a fraction of a second, Saito abruptly drew his second sword and sliced him from the side. Felt that. Kazuma tried to block, but Saito was faster. He struck and sent Kazuma's blade flying out of his hand. Oh, dang! That was fast! Dude, dang, Saito, you show him!
こんなまがいものごときに刀を弾かれただと。
Oh yeah, that's a Fury being fake drink. And Kazuma.
バカな！こんなことがあってたまるか！
Good, Kazuma, exactly. Kazuma yelled wildly in disbelief, and he rushed over to grab his fallen sword. Then Saito stabbed the tip of his blade into Kazuma's hand as it reached frantically for the sword's hilt. That was so fast. Oh, loud drink. Damn, I did not expect that. Crimson blood stained the castle floor. Kazuma's face warped as he grabbed hold of Saito's blade and pulled it recklessly from his maimed hand. Because of his regenerative powers, Kazuma's hand healed instantly, but...
薄汚れたまがいもののゴミの分際でこの俺の高貴な血を。
Taking a pee break?
No, I'm getting another Sapporo.
Ready?
Yeah, I know.
Fast.
Yeah. Alright, so that is a fake drink. Excuse me. My precious blood. Kazuma's composure was utterly broken. He glared at Saito with naked, potent rage.
貴様だけは絶対に許さんぞ。ただ殺すだけでは飽き足りぬ。元の形をとどめぬほど細かく切り刻んでやるわ。
I swear, that's like the loudest Kazuma's ever been. I'll drink for loud drink. I flinched when Kazuma began screaming at the top of his lungs. Then Kazuma began to transform into... Yeah, here we go, phase 2. Right, of course, too easy. A true demon with golden eyes and stark white hair. It was deity-like, an unimaginable sight. Why drink? Yeah, Kazuma be like, Tip, I'm so fucking mad.
人間ごときにこの姿を見せてやる。
Worm. Oh,
これは
worm.
初めて
I'll count that as an insect drink, sure.
光栄に思え、お見虫。
Kazuma's rage vanished in a flash. His tone calm as the sea on a windless day. Saito assumed a defensive stance, then leapt forward to rush at Kazuma. But...
NANI?
Kazuma, who only moments beforehand was standing right in front of Saito, vanished without a trace. No, that wasn't correct. He was simply too fast to be seen. If he decided to attack, not just defend, suddenly a flash cut through the air, and then... Blood spurted from a fresh wound in Saito's chest. Saito! I didn't realize what had happened at first. I hadn't even seen the strike, and yet Saito's chest was cut deep. A thick deluge of blood poured from it. Saito began to violently cough up blood. Although his fury powers should have healed this quickly. Kazuma was ruthless. He swung once, twice, giving the wounds no chance to heal.
勝負にすらならぬ
Well,
な。
that's definitely a loud drink. There's one drink for him. I feel like there's ice in this can of Sapporo.
先ほどの勇ましいセリフはどう
We
し
got
た
a little high up on our mini fridge. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
貴様が落ち水を飲んでまで手に入れた力はどうしたのだ
Yeah, that's definitely another loud drink too.
早くかわさぬと血が失せて動けなくなってしまうぞ。ミミズイカの哀れな生き物よ。
Sure, insect drink too. Even as a fury, Saito was no match for Kazuma. The main hall was painted red, floor to ceiling, with Saito's blood. No! It was a traumatizing sight. I desperately wanted to cover my eyes. Saito's legs wobbled as he struggled to endure the grueling pain. He was about to collapse. Saito coughed violently once more. He stuck his sword into the ground in an effort to keep himself up.
どうしたまがいものの鬼よ。もう立ち上がる気力すら残っておらんか。
Kazuma walked behind Saito and grabbed him by his blood-soaked hair, forcing him to look up.
先ほど何やら抜かしていたな。命をかけてこの娘を守り、俺を倒すと。あれだけ自信たっぷりにほざいておいてこのざまか。己が下した命令とやらはどうしたんだ
Saito drew haggard breaths, but his eyes were fixed right on Kazuma's seething glare.
俺は寛大なのでな。
That's your generosity.
お前が態度を悪
Excuse me.
とどめを刺すのは勘弁してやる。そうだな。まずは俺の目の前に土下座して畳に額をこすりつけ先ほどの比例を浴びてもらおうか。
Yeah, you tell him, Saito.
どうした聞こえんぞ。
俺自身の命令にしか従わん。己の心に沿わぬ答えなど選んでたまるか。
vein on Kazuma's temple began to twitch, and then Kazuma viciously kicked him in the head. Oof.
己の心に沿わぬ答えは選べぬだと。ネズミのクソイカのちっぽけな生き物が傲岸不遜なセリフをほざくな。
Kazuma howled as stomped his foot upon Saito's head. Yeah, that's a jank sounding sentence. I'll drink for that.
弱者は強者を敬い、へり下るのが当然なのだ。
How does he ever been? Holy shit. That's another drink.
まがいものごときにこの俺の申し出を断る権限があると思っているのか。
Stop! The sight was so brutal I shook with terror. Stop! Refusing to watch any longer, I reached for my kodachi when suddenly... Nani? Oh, Amagiri had walked over and silently punched Kazuma straight in the face. There we go. It's Amagiri stopping a fight once again, and that's a drink. Why?
武人の誇りを汚す者は醜い。同族の行いであればなおさら許せません。理由はそれだけです。
Amagiri then looked over at Saito, who was lying in a shallow pool of his own blood.
サイト、刀を研いなさい。落ち水を飲んでいるのなら回遊しちゃいないにせよ。傷は随分塞がったはずです。
Yeah, that's a loud drink. Saito slowly tried to push himself up. An ominous shadow sidled closely behind Amagiri. Sidled is sidled is a word, right? That's totally a word. Yeah, no, I'm like slided? No, okay, that's right. Who could that shadow be? Those are some pretty bad wounds, right? He sounds so ominous. Oh shit. Did he seriously do that? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, fake drink. What the fuck? Kazuma struck Amagiri from behind, causing him to kneel, face twisted in pain. You're horrible! Wasn't Amagiri one of his friends? Kazuma didn't seem to hear me. His aura had changed. All of the indignance from earlier was hidden away, as if he quietly gathered his composure. Kazuma's appearance became ghastly. Then all of it was flipped on its head. His golden, demonic eyes bore down on Saito, who had mustered enough strength to stand. Saito!
Yukimura, 下がっていろ。決してそれ以上近づくな。
I bit my lips, and I stepped back as I was told. I wanted nothing more than to fight alongside him. I had to accept the truth that doing so would only serve as a burden to him, but it was just so frustrating. Kazuma and Saito glared at one another. The air was thick with tension. For Saito, a master of Iai, victory would be decided with a single draw. My knees shook as the tension reached its peak. Kazuma, sword held aloft, broke from his stoic gaze into a vague smile, and then... Saito dodged a single strike powerful enough to slice the air itself. However, Kazuma had anticipated this. He spun his body around and swung his blade with all of his might at Saito. Saito! Hopefully it's a win. Sure. Saito was flung against the wall, coughing as if his lungs were torn apart, but still he stood back up. Kazuma, however, gave him no time to react. Oh, Chowder's resting behind Luigi.
遅いぞゴミめが。隙が見つからん。
Whatever can we do? No matter how many times Saito tried to attack, Kazuma was faster and would do so first. Saito was unable to unleash his most powerful technique. This couldn't go on. I wrapped my fingers around my kodachi. All he needed was a second. I was under no delusion that I could cause any harm to Kazuma. Yes, come on, you gotta do something. But if I could distract him for even a second, Saito would have the chance to unleash his EI. I took in a deep breath, clenching my fist when...
おいおい、サイド、何やってんだよ。
Hey, they made it!
もしかして長らく巡察に出てねえから忘れちまったのか？
Excuse me.
俺たちが戦うとき、気をつけなきゃいけねえ決まりがあったろ。
I'll count this as any member of the Shinsengumi appears out of nowhere to save in the nick of time. So that's a drink.
絶対に敵と1対1で切り合う。
Nagakura, Harada, Heisuke. They were all filthy, covered in thick layers of blood, sweat, and dust.
遅くなっちまって悪かったな。とっとと片付けちまおうぜ。
The trio back at it again.
じゃあ、行くぞ
First, Heisuke leapt forward, racing towards Kazuma with the zeal of a wild animal. Before Kazuma had a chance to finish his thought, this sounds like a new song too, dang.
こうやってみんなで一緒に戦ってると、今日にいた頃を思い出すぜ。
Oh, that's loud Nagakura drink, 2 drinks. The 2 drinks from Hell yeah. Then Nagakura put all his weight into a strike that cut deep into Kazuma's back.
ざ子供め。
Kazuma turned around to aim a retaliatory swing at Nagakura, but
ザコはどっちだ？今日こそてめえらに引導を渡してやるぜ。
Finally, Harada came charging forward with a spear, aiming right for Kazuma's heart.
サイト、今だ。無敵の剣の威力見せてくれよ。
Yes, finish him! Saito seized his sword and jumped into the fray. Time seemed to stop. A suffocating tension gripped everyone in the hall. Ooh, oh, that's different. I'll count that as a CG drink, but wow. I never have like a black background against it. Cool. Saito drew with his left hand, faster than the eye could see. The refined path of his blade cut into Kazuma's body with unnerving precision. This was his EI, a single blow so fast that no one could have seen him draw. Had Saito's sword struck true? Excuse me, time moved excruciatingly slow. Excuse me. And a silent tension permeated the air. And then... Kazuma's blood-curdling shriek rang out throughout the hall. Excuse me. Kazuma fell to the floor, still as a rock.
やったか。
Nagakura dropped to his knees in exhaustion. Saito, on the other hand, still stood with his sword firmly in grasp, and he walked towards Kazuma. If the top of Kazuma slides off from the bottom, oh, I know, huh? Kazuma's body had returned to its original form. However, Amagiri reached him faster than Saito. Amagiri crouched down, inspecting Kazuma's bloody body to verify whether or not he'd truly been killed. And then, Amagiri stood up and shook his head silently.
見事な立ち筋でした。成長しましたね、斉藤。
Saito nodded stoically in return.
君に伝えなければならないことがあります。
伝えなければならないこと。
コードはこの地で落ち水の最後の実験を行おうとしていました。
People die when they are killed. No, I never would have known.
羅刹の毒を和らげ、少しでも死期を遅らせられるように。陸奥の清らかな水には落ち水の毒を抑える力があるらしい。
Is that what? Have we ever heard that before?
君もこの地にとどまれば終焉の時を収めることができるかもしれない。毒をその体から全て抜き去ることはできなくとも。
何故それを俺に。
Because you're cool.
君が本物の武人だからです。羅刹の毒などで早々と死なせてしまうのはあまりに惜しい。
Maybe in Okita's route? Probably. Speaking of, what happened to Okita? We never saw him. Did he just fucking die off screen? Did anyone mention that at all? Like, what?
この戦はまだ続きます。この陸奥でも、さらに北の地でも、多くの人々の血が流されるでしょう。薩摩の人々の中には、関ヶ原の遺恨を果たすため、徳川家の復讐のため、憎しみに駆られて戦う者も多い。けれどそれでは同じことの繰り返しです。100年後、200年後、この会津が今の薩摩や長州と同じ立場になってしまってはあまりに不毛ではないですか。だから考えてほしいのです。次の争いを埋まるためにはどうすればいいか。同じ地に住む鼻からが憎しみ合い、傷つけ合わないためにはどうすればいいか。武士の武という字は矛を止めると書くのですから。
Amagiri's eyes were narrowed and relaxed, and his lips formed a peaceful smile. Then without another word, Amagiri left us. Oh, okay. Afterwards, we freed the Aizu soldiers who had been captured by the demons before leaving just as dawn broke over the horizon. The sky outside was beautifully clear. Saito, are you alright? How are you feeling in the sun?
これくらいならどうということ。
Okay, bye. Right? That felt a little underwhelming, actually. No, that's Amagiri for you, I guess. How about you, Heisuke?
まあ、木陰を選んで歩けばまだ平気かな。
I see.
空が眩しいや。鬼退治も終わって、明日からはまた人間相手の戦の始まりか。
What about Samnon and Baldfather and Shiranui? I guess they took... I have no idea about Samnon, but Baldfather and Shiranui, I'm assuming they defeated because that's why these three came to our rescue. But I don't know if they died or not. So I'm not gonna drink for that because I don't really know, but I guess, and you know, maybe it's assumed. Fuck it. Or maybe they... I don't know. I'll hold off on drinks.
次の争いを生まねえためにはどうすればいいのかな。
お前なんかの頭で考えても答えなんて出るわけねえだろ。諦めろ。
なんだよ、俺だって武士なんだから矛を止める方法を考えるのが仕事だろ。
争いを生まねえ方法か。 やっぱめちゃくちゃ強くなるしかねえんじゃね？こいつとは争ってもいいことねって向こうが勝手に思ってくれれば誰も喧嘩をふっかけては来ねえだろ。
新八さんはそればっかだな。世の中そう単純にはいかないんだって。
なんだと？生意気抜かしてんじゃねえよ、青二歳が。
Oh, it's two Nagakura loud drinks. Oh my god, the sound! Nagakura jokingly wrapped his arm around Heisuke's neck, then dug his knuckles into the top of his head. And so they decided to become the Patriots. Yes, Metal Gear Hakuoki.
ま、何にせよ戦は始まっちまってるんだしな。そういうのはさっさと白黒つけちまってから考えようぜ。
そうだな。
そんじゃ俺急いで土方さんの後を追っかけなきゃなんねえからもう行くよ。どこまで走れるかわかんねえけど、ここまで来たらとことん戦ってみる。
おう、気をつけてな。無様な死に方しやがったら後の世まで語り継いでやるから覚悟しとけよ。
Take care, Heisuke.
ああ、それじゃ。
Heisuke gave a quick wave, then sprinted off down the mountain path.
そんじゃ俺たちも行くか。次の戦の支度を始めねえとな。
だな。しかし斎藤が土方さんと別行動を取ってるとは思わなかったよな。いつも影みてえにぴったりくっついてたのに。
争ってたもとを分かったわけではない。お互い納得した上でのことだ。
なんだよそりゃ。近藤さんと大喧嘩して新選組を飛び出した俺への嫌味か？
Nagakura chuckled gleefully at Saito, indulging in a moment of banter before his smile relaxed into a gentle one.
でもまあよかったじゃねえか。行き場所がねえなんて言ってたが、お前自分の意思で殿様選んだんだろ？
Yes, you are the master.
選んだのは殿様だけじゃねえような気もするからな。
Excuse me. Haruta flashed a smug grin at Saito.
どういう意味だ？
Oh, they know what's going on here.
うわ、なんだよ、斎藤が顔をあからめてやがる。お前、実は影武者か何かか？
Oh shit, he is blushing. Oh my god, hearing Nagakura's taunt, Saito quickly reached for his sword.
だからいちいち手を刀に持ってくなって。
He chose a mistress.
お前の場合、冗談に見えねえから怖いんだよ。
さて、それじゃあ名残惜しいけど、そろそろ行くことにするか。
だな。争いをなくすにはどうすりゃいいか、これから考えていかなきゃならねえが。とりあえずは今の戦を全力で戦わねえとな。
二人とも元気でな。生き残ったらまた酒でも飲みに行こうぜ。
Yes.
そうだな。
Please be safe, you two. Farewell. And so the two of them disappeared in the distance. Just like when we saw them off at Edo, their backs became smaller. Excuse me, shrinking into the horizon to wherever their path would take them. Excuse me. Ruh-roh. Saito, are you alright? Why don't we take a minute to rest here? The sun's out after all.
だが
You've just fought in the battle of your life. For once, take some time to think about yourself.
分かった。そうしよう。
Oh, it's another CG! Saito found a shady spot underneath a lush tree. I'll drink. It's in my zoom out, but just in case, just a CG drink. Oh, they're smiling.
情などというものはとっさの判断を鈍らせるだけのものだと思っていたが
Yeah, look at them together. Oh.
ああしてまた皆と共
Me
に戦え
too.
るとは思わ
I
ない
really didn't expect Haruda and Nagakura. Like, damn. I know. Oh, full CG. Ooh. We get to see those lace-up boots. Ooh, damn. As was the case after the battle in Kyoto, partings were all that came to us.
忘れはしない今日での日々もそして先ほどの戦いも月日を経ても鮮やかなままこの胸に刻みつけられるだろうな
I feel the same, Saito. I'd be lying if I said it didn't sadden me. Oh, wait, hold on. I'd be lying if I said it didn't sadden me to think that I may never see everyone from the Shinsengumi again, but the fact that we'd all found ourselves on different paths surely meant that we'd each chosen the one that was right for us. All there was to do was follow this path with earnest conviction, and so we would, without looking back, without falling into despair, only smiling until the very end. Aww. And that's Saito's route. And of course there's gonna be epilogue, but yeah, no, you know, I honestly expected, cause Saito's rival most of the time is Amagiri. So I thought that he'd have a final battle with Amagiri, but of course it would make sense that Amagiri's like, no, I choose the way of the warrior with true justice. While Kazuma would be a bigger choice. And Obita chose the TV path, right? The lace-up boots go crazy though. Yeah, right? They look great on Saito. Excuse me, gotta love lace-up boots. Excuse me. But yeah, no, like, speaking of TV path, they show us that Saito knows that Obita has TB. And we found that out in Yamazaki's route as well, because Yamazaki knew that too. But like, what happened to Obita? Like, we don't know if he died off screen, he probably did, or like, you know, if anything else happened. Like, in the Yamazaki route, I think Obita like came to the rescue at some point. Like, it was some other route, but like, in this route, like what? Like, what's the point of even revealing that Obita has TB? I don't know. Like, I'm just speaking up for my true Haku Okira manga. Yeah, he died. But yeah, you know, it was cool to see more of Saito, because you know, he's usually not saying much. Of course, in his route, he's saying a lot more. I was expecting a little more of those swords to look boosted. I don't know, because it was a drinking game problem. But yeah, my plan from here, it's funny, go from one of the quieter characters to the loudest character. So I'll do Nagakora's route because I think it'd be fun. And also because my mom got the Nagakura coaster when we went to that Shinsengumi collab, like, or the Hakuoki collab at that one izakaya, so thought it would be pretty fitting. But now it's time for the epilogue, so let's see how it plays out. Yeah, no, Nagakura, yeah. He's pretty cute too, so yeah, fucking let's go. That's gonna be fun, especially if we're doing drinking games, holy fuck. But let's go, the final chapter for Saito. Really curious to see what happens. Afterwards, in a land known as Ezo, the war continued and much blood was shed. Yeah, no. That should be known, so that's a grammar drink. May 1869, the former shogunate surrendered and the war came to an end. It's a day drink. The true surprise will be hearing Nagakura speak quietly, right? Because it's like, dude, he's always talking loudly. So it's like if he like almost a murmur, like speaks to almost the volume of a murmur, it'd be crazy. Once the chaos had subsided, word reached us of Nagakura's return to Edo. Given his unrelenting dedication to the sword, I wouldn't be surprised if he spent every day honing his skill. Haruda, who had originally traveled beside Nagakura during the war, supposedly left the country, making his way to a faraway place known as Manchuria. So that's China, right? Damn.
For some reason, the image of Haruda riding a galloping stallion across a grassy plain came to mind. That fits him. Damn, though, what? I don't think that's ever been mentioned in any routes. Crazy. Okita. Oh, there's Okita, who had been fighting his illness in Edo, never recovered, and passed away. Damn! That's it! Oh my god, just a single sentence just mentioning his fucking fate. Alright, well that's a drink, because he fucking died. God damn. Oh! Oh wait, no, Kazuma didn't die. No one died there, but what the fuck? Hijikata, whose travels took him from Sendai to Ezo, fought bravely against the Imperial Army until he took his dying breath in battle in Hakodate. That's another death drink. Womp womp, right? Jesus Christ. Heisuke, I'd heard, gave his life fighting alongside him. God damn, everyone's just fucking dying left and right. It's another drink. Heisuke had been able to accomplish his goal of staying with Hijikata and witnessing the Shinsengumi's final days. Oof! Soma tendered the Shinsengumi surrender to the Imperial Army as their last standing chief. What? As for Nomura, we discovered that he met his end in the Battle of Miyako Bay. All of these fucking deaths happening off screen, that's crazy. Another drink. Oh, that's the end of my Sapporo. I'll switch to water after this. As a punishment for rebelling against the Imperial Army, the Aizu domain had their territories revoked, and they moved to Tonami in the far north. Where's Tonami? Not Toonami. The location the Aizu domain was relocated to. Another name for Aomori Prefecture's Shimokita Peninsula. Okay. Frigid temperatures made Tonami a wasteland. Excuse me, they had been left to fend for themselves, enduring one harsh day after the other. One day, a message from the Aizu came for Saito. They couldn't offer him a comfortable life, but they offered him amnesty in Tonami. Excuse me. Saito, of course, accepted. Naturally, it meant that I was moving to Tonami alongside Saito. After several months, yeah. Where could Saito have gone? What? His workday was over, but he hadn't come back yet. He had been dressed lightly as well. I decided to go out and find him. Please be okay. What the fuck? It didn't take me long after I left the house to catch sight of him. I called out to him, waving my hand in a wide arc. Saito! However, oh my god, Saito showed no reaction. He continued to stand with his back to me. Could he not hear because I was too far away? What? I trudged through the snow to make my way to Saito. Saito, what are you doing here? Look at yourself. You hardly have anything warm on. Saito, however, continued to ignore me. Saito? Why won't you answer me? You can hear me, can't you? He was only arm's length away from me. I'd say he was only an arm's length away from me, so I'll take that as a typo drink. Switch into water. And still, he refused to turn around. Saito! What's gotten into you? I stomped around his side to look him in the eye, but he just turned his back to me. What was going on? After stopping to think for a second, I finally realized what he wanted. Hajime. There. Now turn around. He finally turned to look at me now that I'd called him by his first name. Ooh, first name status. Oh my god, that is so petty. That's so stupid. What the fuck? I thought there was something wrong with him. Fucking Saito. Well, I've been calling you Saito for so long, I couldn't help it. Anyway, what are you doing out here? You must be freezing. Oh my, what? Fucking Saito. Bruh, right? So you were waiting for me. But if you had just come straight home, you would have found me. Thought he was about to turn to ash, right? Yeah, or like, I thought he went like deaf and blind or some shit. Then why were you waiting for me here? Hajime didn't answer me. Did you really leave home without bringing something warmer to wear again? Your shoulders are cold as ice. Bruh. But the temperature is below freezing. Let's hurry home. We can make ourselves nice and warm inside. I beckoned Hajime to come with me back to our house. He was rooted in place.
待て。 あと少しで見られる。
The sunrise or sunset or something? Oh, probably sunset because he's been out for the day. See it? See what?
すぐにわかる。待っていろ。
This goober. I had no idea what Hajime was talking about, so I stood next to him, shivering in my cloak. He muttered, looking up at the sky, and then... Oh, it's snowing! Oh. Small white flakes of snow began to flutter down from the sky. Look at that! Look at the snowflakes! And that's a white drink. Oh, snow! Is this what you wanted to show me, Hajime?
最初に落ちてくる一つ。
Aww.
あんたと共に見た。
That's sweet of him. After another moment, the white flakes began to thicken, falling calmly on our heads. It's another white drink. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh no, Yukimura has that doomed mom ponytail shit, but they look so cute together. It's a CG drink. I like that for all the ending routes, like Yukimura always has like a different look. It's not ever like the same. I don't know. It's like they'll give her like the pink kimono with high ponytail look. Like it'll change. I like that. Snow was an everyday sight in Tonami, but even so, watching the snow fall without a sound, so beautiful and fleeting. Yeah, that's the doomed mom ponytail. It's like they wear it to the side low like that. Like, yeah, no, I've seen memes of it. It felt like time had stopped for us.
あんたならそう言ってくれると思った。
Hajime stared into the sky with me, letting a little murmur slip from out of his lips. Even as we entered a new age known as the Meiji era, whoa, strife only continued. Here, there we go, the Meiji era. Over 300 domains were dissolved. Holy shit. But with that, Japan as we knew it henceforth was born. The samurai no longer received stipends, and daimyo ceased to exist. Oof. In fact, the government was trying to implement a kind of conscription service, similar to the West, which encouraged all civilians to serve in one, large, unified army. Should be trying too, so I'll take that as a typo drink. There were also called for the samurai to be stripped of any privileges, including carrying swords, as the practice was barbarian in the eyes of the Western powers. Maybe that time will soon come. A time when the world no longer has any need for warriors.
たとえ世の中が変わったとしても、
That bit about Haruda going to Manchuria is so weird, right? Like it just feels out of. I don't know. We've never heard anything like that happen to him, so yeah.
刀を持たなくても武士でいることはできる。
Damn, well, so can he carry a gun?
己の心を裏切らなければ、刀を持たなくとも生まれがどうであっても、その人間は武士だ。
Since moving to the northeast and drinking the pure water of these lands, Hajime's bloodlust had gradually eased until it vanished altogether. Cool. However, after harnessing his fury powers again and again in battle, Hajime's lifespan had been shortened. We had no way of knowing how much time he had left, but at least he got to live together, yay! Regardless, we had the resolve to forge ahead, no matter how difficult the path became. We wouldn't waver, and we wouldn't regret. To us, this was the greatest happiness in the world. Hajime, let's be together forever. Even when the spring comes and the snow melts, and when the summer comes, and then the next winter too. Forever and ever. Hajime's voice trailed off as we stood together watching the snow silently pile up. Aww, yay! At least they get their happy ending. But yeah, Edo blossoms the end. There we go. So that's Saito's route. Don't worry, he was gonna die at 150 and he only spent 70 years worth of lifespan. Not bad, right? But yeah, that's that. So thank you guys for tuning into the stream. As always, love chatting with you guys and hanging out. If you're just watching, I'm always glad to be entertainment. So it is Shin Megami Tuesday now that it's past midnight. I want to say Persona 2, but if I do have anything else up my sleeve, I'll let you guys know. Just keep your eyes peeled, but yeah, I want to do Persona 2 before I go back to work on Wednesday. Because I know Raido, it's like, ooh, boss. I don't know if we'll beat it. So I wanted something enjoyable, right? But yeah. Mata nene, my dudes. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there, and peace out.